Fighter 6.
What's up, World Warriors? Central Florida Face-Off 2025. It's the one and only Miami Mike Demon Team Chris here, tuning in alongside my man here, Y-Cry, for some SF6 Finals Top 8 action coming your way.
Dude, it is all so awesome to have you out here. Obviously, this is down the road from me, but having so many SoFlo players coming out and having so many of them absolutely dominating this bracket right now, this top 8 is full of them so far.
Yeah, and from all corners too, Y-Cry.
Yeah.
Like you're pointing out the Panhandle over in the south. We got over on the northeast side, even some TOs getting in on the grind, putting in some extra time, seeing like getting out there. So like we're seeing that excellence, the world stage we got going on here. And here we got like some Iron Knit here making it into the winner's side of the top 8, and he's against a legend here in the South, whether you know him in Florida or all across the Gulf area, where he's thrown down in areas like Atlanta and Alabama and also Georgia. Squall is cooking, just working close on getting that PhD in real life, see if he can really throw down here and get extra surgical. And we got a matchup here, Y-Cry.
No kidding.
Ryu versus Sim.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll see it in just a second here, who is who, but I'm like, are we doing the button check? Yeah, we're going to check that PC or that console, make sure everything is going well before we get things rolling here.
Historically, Dulcim would be a counter pick against Shotos in older Street Fighter titles.
Yeah.
But it looks like we're just
pressing some buttons, making sure everything's good.
I guess just doing some range checking here, because Ryu can catch those limbs with the DP, and we've seen legendary Ryus before, the likes of, I mean, said it 100 times, Daigo Umehara, who's caught a Shoryuken time or two against a Fierce Punch, and then canceled that from full screen away. This goes all the way back to my Justin TV days.
Yeah. We have excelled a lot past that point, but heck, fundamentals will always carry no matter what the game is.
And hell yeah, we're going to see a lot of that tonight. We're going to showcase and point it out in full display tonight, give you how awesome and how clean these players are throwing down. And yeah, thrilled to be here. You know, I'm only a Brightline premium ticket away, 2.5 hours, making it up there. I mean, hey, I've been local to Orlando ever since that service
for real,
on,
no.
So it's
thank you so much for coming out to all our retro revival stuffs with Alpha 2 and just always hanging out with us whenever you got the free time. And I'm going to be coming down to you soon for Paradise Island, which I'm
Island Paradise, as you've seen in the ads at ROK Esports we got going on. That's going to be, I think, 2 weeks from now.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, about 2 weeks from now. Correct me if I'm wrong. September 13th. I mean, there's money online just like last year. And last year's was lit.
It was
last year's was lit. We had Just a Kid, Knuckle Dude come out, and like they were being shown up by players like Blue and Paladin.
Okay.
Yeah. Even Flash got in the top 8. Flash, making an appearance.
Gentleman Thief was another one that was doing really fire.
Yes, he was cooking, right?
Yeah.
And so we had players show out in Miami, so be sure to take it. I mean, that's really, I mean, I've been traveling, always being a part of monthlies and the Florida FGC, and I feel like it's at its strongest now.
There are some monsters everywhere you look, no matter where in this state. It is so fun.
And still, the veterans of the game are still absolutely awesome, throwing down, and you're seeing an example right here on display. I mean, Squall, it goes all the way back. Squall, got himself on the map, placing top 32 at EVO in the maiden tournament of Street Fighter V back in 2016 with his Nikali doing work. And even at the Juicy Monthly tournaments, I would get a taste fight his Nikali, his Rashid. I'm talking about like the early days in the patios of the B-dubs.
Yeah, for real.
Some of the old days where I would commentate if I brought a mic.
Oh, no kidding. They won't let me do that. They're like, no.
I don't know if they'd let me, but I'm just, So here we got Ed versus Mai. Here was, in the previous year of Street Fighter 6, I mean, Ed it's debatable whether he's still as strong as he is. Some people say maybe fell off a notch since they had quite a few of them placed in the top 4 last year's EVO.
Yeah, definitely has fallen off in the fire a little bit, but one of the characters that has definitely shown up and controls the neutral with just her fans alone is the Mai, and no surprise to see her here in top 8.
Yeah, excellent confirm off the fans right there, as you can see, just cooling on out. Oh, great placement of that EX uppercut, though, to get through that string. And that's going to be that call out there. I mean, even though Mai did get some changes in this season, such as they made a significant nerf to her toward roundhouse kick, which definitely was an amazing, oppressive button in neutral. But still, like you mentioned here, she still shines in the neutral and still has shown excellent work in the Esports World Cup, as well as EVO and other worldwide tournaments. Oh, there's that low-medium kick confirmed. Ed doesn't like the best of him, even if he doesn't have a kick. And that level 1 does that hella damage, as my boys in North Cal like to say there as it closes it out. Definitely one of the better ones to get the confirm with and get that early point.
Yeah, great damage so far, and currently just trying to heck his way away into the My Neutral, and it is not working out right now. Squall holding everything down, but a great placement of that fireball, just trying to get through right now. But hey, locked in the corner is the worst place to be, especially with Bar running so thin. The throw loops can begin.
And again, great placement, great answer there. I mean, Squall's going to have to like recognize that he's jumping the issue in order to get away and avoid the mix-ups that come with the fan as well. So there's many different approaches to this. Maybe it could be limiting Squall's startup time on that fan to discourage those setups from occurring.
Yeah.
Or at the same time, just hold it down and block it, because now Squall has to adjust for those reversals that keep coming out.
Ooh, great DP there. I'm honestly surprised he wasn't able to get in, but I think picking the wrong air normal to a little bit of a whiff. Nothing really happening.
Yeah, framing on that drive reversal could definitely be a recipe for disaster there. Exactly as you mentioned. You're seeing the spacing between both characters that just allow for like the properties of the counters, like the recovery Squall was able, IronNet was able to give himself on that anti-air there, for instance. Here comes that level 1. This is going to be an installation here, so he's going to go immediately to level 2.
Yeah, we've seen this multiple times now in the block string, just trying to get some small pressure for the level 2. I mean, Mai has such a great advantage because she only needs to spend the level 1 and keep it going, but right now, being locked in the corner, this is no place to be, and nice pick up there. Should be able to take the first game for IronNet.
Yeah, the Musumi no Mai falling up short there. IronNet keeping the skies protected, able to catch him on landing and make the arrest, hook, line, and sinker for the first point here in the winner's semifinals.
Oh, great perfect parry, but unfortunately Ed's DP so slow, pushing him forward just a tiny bit. Not going to work out, but hey, so nice.
Discouraged though. That's what I love about these young bloods. Why cry? You know.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. I'm furious he didn't show up for Fatal Fury, because that game is so belligerent with the DPs.
Yeah, but look at Squall here going to town, converting off it. A great anti-airs in tight corner there, riding that life lead, and he's going to get that splat into the attack. Take it back. Gets a drive rush in there. All gas, no brakes.
Plenty of meter, plenty of ways to keep it going. No, you cannot interrupt that. EX'd. Let's toss him to the corner. Let's get our set play started. Oh, do it again. Currently just rerunning the same thing. If it keeps working, keep doing it. Oh, I thought he was going to block that, but a great time to take a quick check.
Yeah, and Squall taking his time to really establish those fans and make sure that they come with the extra hit and winning the projectile battle there. And that's very telling as well, because now she's like approaching this matchup like she's like Guile in Street Fighter V, and that's going to connect to the no need, just double Ruenbu.
Yeah, really.
Taking it to town. By the way, for the record, as cheap as Mai is, and I got Master with her and ranked, I know, yeah. I understand the sauce. I was like, man, wow. She's out there. I love the job they did with her in this game.
Oh, yeah. She would be a fan favorite if she wasn't currently dominating the meta with a very simple game plan. But Squall showing off that the complexities can still show up here in Winners Finals, and currently showing off all the talent that this character can have, and a great confirm there to take Ed towards the corner.
Yeah, and I think one thing, going by the course of this matchup we just saw in the last 2 fights, I really want to see Squall get to that level 1 early to get that installation, because that way he can be able to throw the fans even quicker, and that'll create more opportunities for him to overcome IronNet's reactions.
Nice.
And again, yeah, not having that with drive rush on block, risky drive impact, almost burns out from it.
Wow, barely got to the ground there. Wasn't confident that the EX was going to kill, but I think it would have. Still cleans up his plate in the final moments, though. No problems for Squall.
I mean, even then, you're fishing for either that confirm or that kill, but the burnout's guaranteed anyway. So just find where you go. Your mileage may vary, and then just be able to take it home.
Hey, as long as we can keep it up right now, great stuff taking him towards the corner. Such a great confirm there, but hey, the young kids are out here. They're throwing the EXs, and the level 2 is going to interrupt this.
But one thing here that favors the veterans, Black Ryan. Okay, no, but IronNet gets himself out of that situation. What I liked about the situation, if I was Squall, I was okay with taking that overdrive uppercut, and the reasoning for that is because look at where that drive gauge is.
Yeah.
It's at 1 stock near, so you get a good block string in there, and then you got burnout in the corner, and then it just closes it out here and just takes it to the house. But IronNet can turn the tempo here.
That was absolutely nasty. The dash underneath, able to find such great power there. Currently just playing the boxer game, keeping him all the way on the ropes. just not allowing anything to happen. He definitely has Squall in a scared state right now. We just need to keep it up, but hey, we find the reactions. Yo, check his ID, because it's doing fine. That's what I'm talking about.
Squall's not going to take that corner pressure. This is a guy who has thrived with Rashid in Street Fighter V, so he doesn't even need the drive system to put in that work, but he will go out and definitely take it right there. And if you want to try to go out there and try to see if Squall's going to be impacted, you're just going to be caught with a case of medical malpractice on there. So Iron Knit here is going to make a switch here. Now we're going to go deeper into the Fatal Fury 2.
I know.
And yeah, we're going to get Terry Bogard going out there with the rising tackle that I still wish was an upcharge.
Yeah, if we wanted to play City of the Wolves, guys, that brag was just a little while back. Come on. But currently, doing some great stuff. A little late on the delay for Squall there. Going to get some big corner damage, keeping him in. EX is going to throw it around. Oh, yeah,
you know, to your credit, when you mentioned earlier with that insane dash under, which bought Iron at the corner there and nearly turned the previous match there. It just Iron Knit's footwork's working really well for him here as well. But the thing is this matchup's difficult because a lot of Terry's great. I love Terry in this game, and I feel like he's stronger in this game than he is in other iterations of SNK fighters. But the thing is that a lot of his stuff is a knowledge check.
Yes, for certain. There's a lot of, not fake things, but very difficult to react to things that can catch you off guard at any point.
Right.
I think the screen shake helps quite a bit, but hey, if we're not getting the cross cuts in the corner there, we're going to be in trouble, and especially if we're missing our meaties.
Well, let's see if Squall's okay. He's on match point there, getting Buster Wolf out of the corner there, but still the drive disparities what tells the story. A missed rising tackle with the level 3 on deck. He's going to hold on to that because he's got burnout at the corner, so take your time, playa. Enjoy yourself as he gets that mix up. That scoop, not enough. It's all right. He's still eating good. The big elbow in there, and then I'm going to finish it out with style, closing it. Squall all day, he was playing with his food a little bit there.
Very much so, yeah. A little risky, but I understand. Once he was finished playing with the food, he kind of locked in, got that chip sequence, and kept things going. He's going to be going on to our winners finals over here in a 3-1 fashion. Really solid stuff there.
I mean, when you've got a player like Squall at that caliber, I mean, just you're seeing some of that best in the business corner pressure going on there, and we loved it. And the projectile game. It was really nice to see how fundamental it was built around and the adaptations that came about on the fly. Now, great stuff for Iron Knit. He moves on over to the losers bracket, which means, you know, still a chance, like still doing work. And this was a very stacked bracket. I mean, I'm telling y'all,
very much so.
We had people from South Florida, up north, around, east, west, both the Gulf Coast, the Bahamas or the Florida Straits, you name it. I mean, we even got like some people crawling out of swamps, Lake Okeechobee. We got some Florida man in the bracket, all right? Let's just put it out there, all right?
Without a doubt, so many talented players have come out today to bless you with some CFFO action right now, and we have already got that next one started coming up for you. I believe that's KO Cliff and Scrot Vermillion hanging out with us.
This is an awesome matchup. Yeah. This is, like, I'm going to let you talk. But, like, you know, we know about these players.
Oh, for sure.
We do. Yeah. And Scrot Vermillion, he's one of the demons in the Miami scene. I mean, he always holds it down. We have a top 4 in Miami that pretty much goes, like, any rotation of Scrot Vermillion, Paladin, Blue. We used to have Sev, but he moved away. And, you know, it's just one less Cammy to think about. And then but then we also got, like, I mean, Itachi's Legacy, my teammate, like, just people who show up. Scrot Vermillion has been dominant in that, and in doing so, you've seen him make a name for himself nationally and internationally with some very strong performances he's put out there, notably winning Max Mode over in Atlanta. We were both there, and he won Street Fighter 6 in very convincing fashion.
Yeah, they didn't let me watch that one. I was busy with whatever they want.
Well, they need you out there.
Yeah,
but KO Cliff, you know, I got to say, a lot of the Retro Revival tournament, a lot of the Juicy Monthly tournaments, KO Cliff has been able to consistently defeat veteran players as well as new players rising, and he's got a good rotation of characters, notably with Ken, Cammy. I've seen him pull off a Chun-Li before. He is one of those, like, when you think about, like, top professional, like, international players that now live in Central Florida. You know, I know I'm rambling here, but just bear with me.
That's our job. Like,
it is. But, you know, I'm talking about, like, the Psychos, the CM Punk, the Punks, the CM Punk is great too, great wrestler. Punk is a great person too, and even like dudes like CJ Truth or like Knuckle, like very notable. Like they're just all around the world. But they come from here,
Yeah.
And when you look at who are the people holding it down like locally in the monthlies here who are grinding to get better and improve? KO Cliff is a person I would put at the top of that list.
Absolutely, and also many times I see him in online brackets, kind of like floating around that like top 16, just before we always get him to like the stream actually, and I'm always like, I want him there. I want to see him on those streams, and he's always so close to that line, so I'm hoping we get to see even more here with him, potentially moving on and getting a whole bunch of extra matches here in this CFFO bracket.
Now, expect to see, because Squad's going to go to Luke, and Luke has been his tried and true. I mean, he's always been one low strong from not just ruining the lives of many other players, but at the same time, like really going the distance on like international stages. And soon he's preparing to go to Evo Paris.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
And expecting to have a very strong performance there. And as we know, also he's no slouch. I mean, in the anime scenes as well, the anime games. Like for instance, I think he's literally the GOAT in Melty Blood.
Yeah, I've heard Ted and Tail for sure.
So yeah, these are going to be the staple of both players here. KO Clef usually goes to Cammy, and
Could switch off into that Ken. I could see some Terry too. I have a funny feeling we might see that with the patch opening up here.
Yeah, and Squad's been switching between characters. I want to mention as well. He's been every local he's been trying different ones here. I think at one point he recently was trying out with Ed.
Yeah.
So and I think that was why he was highlighted earlier. But let's see here.
Yeah, currently having to fight their way out of the corner. KO Cliff starting to use those great buttons, but hey, that kick or that spin is not going to get through an aerial button. Level 1 here to keep your meter high or just some extra damage. Hey, I'm about it if it works.
Yeah, Squad, KO just doesn't want to deal with that business so early in the fight there. I respect that decision there. Oh, got a drop, but still able to convert with that. But yeah, we're seeing DPs out the corner on both sides. Squad, get it done, taking care of business there.
It was such a slugfest. Everyone was missing half their combos, and then Scrot's like, screw this, I'm throwing the DP out. Let's evenize this and take my win.
I am losing 3 different trains of thought, okay? Like, on that last round there.
Yeah. And the players are too, and the person who's going to win this set is going to be who's able to stabilize that. Great plus buttons coming out from Luke, keeping it his turn. Scrot just needs to find a little bit of time here to regain his meter, but KO Cliff is going to dash in and start doing Cammy things, plus buttons, and never mind.
We are not afraid of wake-up supers here. Yeah, I know it's the top 8 in Central Florida face-off, but I mean, we're fighting for Florida, and you should know disrespect is a staple of this scene.
Very nice there. KO Cliff able to just shimmy in that perfect direction, but unfortunately going to fall here unless we drop the combo. No level 1! No.
Nice. Well, the meter wasn't there. Looked like he was going for it, but he's got that little shrug. Yeah, we see.
Character select. Character select. 15 seconds. Give yourself a break. Please. Yeah. Take a sec, KO.
See what the adaptations are. I want to point out, too, some of the things Squat was doing really well because it's not the easiest thing to jump on neutral jump on that spin knuckle and get it. Like, you have to call out that the spin knuckle's coming out, and you can see by how deep he went into that impact, like just being able to call out some of those options. I guess as a Cammy player, you want to be a little more mindful of what you're making predictable.
Nice.
And you don't want to miss that drop, that dive kick. You do not. Do you know how many Cammies we've had in South Florida do exactly that to Squat Vermillion?
Yeah.
I love you, Cliff, but you can't get out the corner with that.
Yeah, no. I mean, that looked like clinical amounts of practice and just lab work time and time again. Currently starting to get the Cammy game plan.
Baited. Oh, no, nearly baited. Wow, looks like he was trying to stop short with something after that raw drive rush, but Squat Vermillion's got those reactions, I'm telling you. He's nice like that. Yeah. Drive rush stand, medium punch. Let's see, does it go the distance? Yes, sir. You know, you got to be sure of yourself a Cammy these days. Can't make a $50,000 read on the pixel there.
I definitely would have spent level 1, but that's why I'm not in top 8, and KO is starting to use that EX to close the gap.
Now
really love that.
That's a dive kick. That's a dive kick. And despite getting punish counter thrown a few times there, Squat Vermillion not afraid to punish in the corner there, able to evade like a devastating drive impact, which could have proved to really turn the tide there.
Nice. Able to catch him, I think, in the startup frames of a medium. We are just going to immediately do that level 3 as we've learned.
That's
this
max
is the more
damage.
damaging
That's
version.
max damage, y'all. So shout outs to KO Cliff doing the homework. Still doesn't get the kill, but
Yeah.
He's cool, you know.
This is plenty of damage. It should be able to do the formality as long as we don't let Luke essentially just snowball here and take us to the corner prior to getting our meter back and finds the grab nonetheless.
Yo, Cliff's throw game has been on point. I mean, he's catching a few like ill-advised parries out there. Big takeout energy with it, and then he just keeps throwing down with it to take it and even it up. And that's what I like about Cliff too, is you'll see, like, sometimes I may see something more optimal from other Cammy players, but the way he bounces around the cast and like just gets the most reward out of the game, he's so locked in with the engine.
Yes, and his neutral play is phenomenal, but unfortunately Scrot has got that corner pressure at an absolute right now, able to just sit at this range and do whatever he wants. Cammy not having a ton of options other than guessing, and that perfect's going to be the persistence of his power there.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing with Scrot's corner pressure, too. It's like he goes exactly to the spot. It's so surgical the way he does it, because you got to be with this character after 2 years of this nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be,
absolutely.
It becomes second nature. I'm basically saying he could do it in his sleep.
Yeah. I mean, another thing we don't see a lot from him is using the Sandblast after his normals. He's oftentimes either not canceling it or just like holding down normal buttons. And I think KO needs to kind of lock in on that and start picking his turn, but my God.
He toe tapped it. I don't know if he's not gonna get up to level 3, so he needs to set up to go with that.
Oh, nice level 1! Not enough to kill, but heck, that's plenty to do. Overhead on incoming. Scrot kicking some butt right now.
I love it. He saw that drive rush, parry drive rush cancel coming in, and he basically just like went like Bugs Bunny putting like a sign of a tunnel in front of the tunnel, in front of a wall basically.
Yeah.
And then just button right behind it, just being able to match that, and just a precision. The moment the drive rush was canceled, it was immediately flattened.
Nice, yeah, and playing Street Fighter 6 over here. The green is coming out in full force, but KO going to do a bit of it himself. Take it back to that neutral position and run the game plan. Yeah,
Scrot fumbles a little bit slightly on that setup there. Gives Cliff just a little bit of that opening, but good call out. Good juggle, too. That's what I love. That is that six-figure Street Fighter move right there. Being able to drive rush from the logo and continue your juggles. That's what separates it.
Yeah, absolutely. The men from the boys. And currently Scrot is trying to get his ID ready with that 2-1 lead and on set point right now. Misplacement of the dive kick is going to hurt quite a lot. No finisher, though. Scrot instead just opting for this incredible neutral game plan that has been winning him so many interactions.
Yeah, I mean, this is an anime player specialist here who smells the blood in the water. Level 2 on deck, takes him to the top of the tree, baits with a shimmy, but KO Cliff finds an opening with that low strong, gets that level 1 again, and it teases the threat of burnout. So goes for a little bit of a bait there with the raw drive rush, immediately stops there, but hangs himself too high in the air, gives Scrot Vermillion a whole lot of time to get that anti-air. Drive impact doesn't. No!
Wow!
Oh, between the bananas and the peels, but no splat, no slip at all. Still being able to close it out there. Scrot Vermillion escapes it, takes it home in convincing fashion there. Good stuff from KO Cliff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, KO did such a great job of picking his moments, but Scrot kind of won the scrambles early. Figured out what was going on, and then really just transitioned that into oppressive neutral game that Luke definitely still has, even all the seasons later.
I mean, it's one of the things I try to say, like, his Luke is so like clockwork, like we call it in our local scene Scrot work. And to be honest with you, if we haven't, we damn well should. I mean,
well, we've got matches left to do it, so.
Very impressive here, and I'm not just saying that just so I can brag about my hometown Miami, which I am. But at the same time, like, you get to see the display we got here, and it was just awesome seeing, like, really just KO Cliff, who dominates a lot of Central Florida tournaments there, and to see that talent come together, it's great. But also, too, rising talent going up against veteran play.
Yeah, for real.
All the time, and we're seeing some of the veterans hold down, but still, it hasn't been without a challenge. Hasn't been without throwing it down.
Hey, no 0-3s yet. 3-1, hold night. That's fine. That's a good way to play. It looks like we got Jabali versus Bangarang.
Yeah, Bangarang here. Oh, wow, doing work. Yeah, he's a consistent player as well. Very strong jury.
Big time.
Yeah, love the dude here. He has gotten a few top threes, I know, at over at Retro Revival, and I think some good placements over at Juicy Game Night. Over on the other end, we're going to, if we just reverse the names here, we got the very own, our Goodwill ambassador, coming here from Riyadh, from Saudi Arabia, right, from the Esports World Cup. It is Alex, I'll sleep when I'm dead, Jabali. That's right. He said that himself, so
Of course. No, and showing up, coming out here. He was on mic last time with me for a little bit, but also had to play in top 8. So he was immediately booted off.
How's his store doing, by the way?
What's that?
Because we know the real reason he's here is to make a buck.
Of course.
I mean, he's just here to sell everything from his closet and garage. He's got a whole bunch of bags he's throwing out for $20, fight sticks and all that. Let me give you a fun story.
You said fight sticks? Hold on.
I'm actually.
Let me get off the microphone.
I'm actually banned from his store, by the way.
No kidding.
Because the last time he did this was at a CEO Monthly like a decade ago, and he sold me a Neo Geo X. Which I regifted it to my friend in Finland, who modded it, and I don't know what he did with it or whatever. I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I gifted it,
Of course.
But Alex found out that he sold it to me at a value that was like 1/5 of what it was. And he was in my DMs for a good bit asking for me to bring it back.
Oh, gosh.
So he's like, I'm not making that mistake with you, Chris.
It's in Finland, my guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So maybe, Jabali here with a victory here. He may be able to find himself maybe an antique Neo Geo. And he's bringing out the Blanca against Bangarang's Jury. So we're going to see here some hard work, world traveling. He's going to Japan next week as well. Going up against Bangarang's rising Jury here.
Yeah, and speaking of Japan, it's been a while now, but Bangarang actually went out to EVO Japan last time. I'm not sure what his results out there were, but such a fantastic player and using that opportunity to get a vacation as well as some well-deserved experience.
Man, that is awesome too, and that's how you polish up your play too. I mean, he's really seeking out like the challenges here, and here in Orlando, I mean, you got a lot of players. I mean, whether it's like frequent visitors, players who are grinding, or the legendary international players who make it out from time to time.
Oh yeah,
like you get that wealth of opportunity here, and I've seen Bangarang's growth over through the last few years of Street Fighter 6, and you're seeing here as he's off to a fantastic start.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's all you ever have to do against this guy. Just hold down back, wait for him to make the mistake. Let's go. Oh, nice. Actually taking a quick moment of break there, but it doesn't matter. The standing medium kick is enough to take it over. Great stuff to Bangarang, starting up the round strong. Yeah, doing a great job winning out that scramble there, as you mentioned, even with a few whiff buttons on display here. But, you gotta sometimes, to play against a caliber like Alex Jabali, you gotta be messy sometimes. You gotta expect the unexpected, or else you're gonna get jabated. Nice, and a great pickup here from Jabali. Gonna go backwards so he can get his doll activated. Surprised he's not selling that doll over at his booth. No, that is a Capcom exclusive. As much as he's got relations, he definitely does not have the rights to that one. And a great low there. Not going to spend the EX into level 1, but that's okay. Yeah, nice mix-up there. Goes for the level 2 despite having 5% of the HP and a very significant life deficit. And it's not even, enough to, be able to reverse a drive impact. Or absorb hits when doing it, yeah. Certainly a bit expensive, but Bangarang is a player that will play with the confidence to win no matter the deficit. He's going to keep this going, and all he has to do is find that EXDP and set Bailey back into the corner. Oh, that air-to-air with the stomp. It's vicious. And baiting out 2 ill-advised Blanca balls. Big splat energy over there. Bangarang says, I want to send you over to Japan even sooner than I possibly can. Big perfect to say the shop is closed for Fight 1. Oh, yo, unintentional, but Bangarang definitely just gave us the glare on the mic. He knows. Great anti-air as well. Able to trade with that heavy kick coming in from Blanca is not an easy feat. Yeah, and especially it could be deceptive his jump arc there coming from his alternate stance. Yeah. Formerly called the Coward's Crouch. Don't know if it's still called that in Street Fighter 6, but I do remember from Street Fighter 5. Drive rush to an anti-air, kid. You love it. Ooh. Again, yeah, Sky's protected here. Another Blanca ball, putting Alex Jabali out of business if the level 1 does it. Yeah, I think that last hit is going to do it. Wow, even before that even. Phenomenal stuff. Bangarang is playing surgical right now. Let's see what he starts out with here. He's going to give himself a little bit of space, but kind of respecting the neutral buttons coming out from Blanca.
Yeah, it's like you mentioned, why. Like, you're seeing he plays with that confidence. And you can see the confidence and combine that with Jury's menacing walk speed and approach and how he's able to move that and build some of those stocks, that yin-yang energy got him coming out with. He's been able to dictate the corner pressure up until, like, about now. But Jabali backing off. Jabali's like, I don't even want to run the risk of that. I don't want to get in here anywhere near those RVs, those huts, none of that.
Oh, nice pickup here. Gonna set himself into the corner, but Blanca having such an easy time of getting out and immediately re-grabbing after there. But, these young players pressing buttons, they're gonna do it whenever they can. An excellent level 2 here. He's gonna try to go for a mix on an overhead after this sequence is done. Let's see if Jabali knows it and is ready for it.
Yeah, able to hold his own blocking. Those are some good parries there, but eats that air-to-air, and I don't know if Jabali's thinking another EX up ball, but no, the overdrive up ball not even going to give him a chance. Bangarang, I got to know. Yeah. Who is he hanging out with in Evo Japan?
I have no idea. I do not know well enough, which is unfortunate, but unfortunately my schedule is crazy busy, but Bangarang definitely putting in the work no matter what. I do not think the Ryu is going to be the answer here.
He found this secret ramen shop.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, and one of the ones that's got like an underground lair
of Street Fighter 6 cabs. I need that in my life.
Because, I mean, you're
going to be seeing this all night.
This Jury is in the position now to turn Jabali's Ryu into Bulgogi.
Absolutely. Oh, but currently the spacing not working out here. Jabali going to get the stock activated and now has to respect it a little bit and does not find it right now.
He reads it too. I mean, Jabali plays CVS2, Super Turbo. He's an old school player, so that's what old school players specialize in, finding those opportunities to jump in and cash in on those rewards. Yeah. He only took him to town on that missed dive kick there.
Yeah, but unfortunately staying out of the ride for the moment. Good, trying to go for that instant aerial button there, but at least not trading with anything as Jabali's going for the lights on incoming. Good pickup here. We're
definitely favors him. Bangarang, keep that pressure up. Jabali's just trying to siphon some drive gauge out of it. Does not block the load from the drive gauge. Bangarang cashes out. Going to go into the level 2. We're going to see some feng shui action here. Rearranging some of that furniture. Woo!
There we go. Man. Hey, but you can never stop the Bailey. Using that EXDP, cleaning it up there with the unblockable situation. Very smart stuff.
Hey, just because he can buy himself some leg room on his 12-hour flights, okay, doesn't mean he knows how to be comfortable and consistent in tight situations.
Really expensive right now on Bangarang's side, but for half HP, you can't complain with that. I'm honestly surprised we didn't see a DI coming out. I could sniff it, but
that was a great place dive kick there by Bangarang. Good conversion. Jabali fighting back. The Hashogeki there starts off a little bit of this momentum.
Ooh, has a great conversion. They're using the special moves to close the gap. Bangarang just needing to take his time here. He has the life lead. Yeah, he thought his backdash was a little faster than it was.
Yeah, that's a very great buff. They takes it as it's going to be match point. But I just want to say one thing is helping Jabali out in this matchup as well.
Yeah.
is that Ryu recently got the improvement where when he has the Dendron charge, he doesn't have to throw the Dendron charge as fireball. So he's able to kind of save it, and then you see Alex throwing in some knuckleball kind of fireballs in there to slow the momentum in there and take it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, didn't get the counter that he can juggle with, but almost insanely damaging. Yeah, immediately spending this level 2. Bangarang loves setting up this Feng Shui engine instant overhead mix.
Yeah, that drop there allows Jabali to get some parrying in there. But the double hit air target combo off the Feng Shui is going to rearrange more of the furniture, this time going on the different side. Bangarang just needs to mix up there.
No, this is done.
Shin Shoryuken! Finally, he gets this right from the corner when he needs it the most.
Now this is just panic. Bangarang's fine. Let's go. EX on incoming. All right.
Taking that critical art. And, especially that's one thing Jabali could bait really well is with that Dendron charge. It's going to force Bangarang likes to chase after it. And, he could possibly, if he goes full screen, see, Jabali was fishing for that. Jabali was fishing that with that DP to make it happen.
But it's getting really expensive here. He's trying to bait Bangarang in with something, but I'm not sure if meterless is the way.
You can just drive impact him. I mean, all Jabali can do is get a lucky backdash there, but instead takes the jump, and Bangarang 3-0s it through the loser's bracket, advancing further. I mean, not just an achievement, him making it here, but I mean, hey, taking out some of the legends is the way.
Absolutely. No, Bangarang was very respectful in those final moments, understanding that if he's able to jump over, Jabali's going to win that round. Just let him panic his way through it and get through there. We know Bang is gonna play it smart and play it so well.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, too. When you're going from full screen that kind of distance away, Jabali loves playing with the idea of making you think that he's punishable or he has that opening, and then he just closes it on you. And I'm not just saying it's a Street Fighter 6 thing. I mean, it's an Alex Jabali.
It's a multi-game, faceted, the way he plays, for sure. Big time.
It is. It definitely is. So that's going to be our first match of the losers bracket we got sent your way. We got another one coming on your way. If I could just see where the bracket we got going on.
I know we had it.
Oh, no, yeah, I can see it right here. We got KJ Master against Gunbite.
Oh, my God.
See, I know y'all. I can just see it. Yeah, no, shout-outs to Gunbite. I know that he made a recent switch over to Aki.
Yep.
And he was originally playing Jury, and then, I don't know if you gave him the poison or whatever bad influence you put in this kid's brain, but it's been translated to tournament results. And I've seen Aki's been cooking a lot more brackets lately, too.
I'm not going to lie. This is my favorite matchup in the entire game. Dhalsim versus Aki is the strangest, oddest match you are ever going to see. Now, I don't think Gunbite is going to do it, but there is a lot of interesting stance movements here. He's going to play a much more methodical and normal game and win that way, but KJ is going to try and stop him with his great buttons and solid neutral play.
Because that's the thing, too. You mentioned this matchup is an anomaly with two characters who look very strong in terms of how they have their ranged attacks. But KJ Master is someone who has robbed me of hundreds of dollars at previous Holiday Matsuri Grand Finals in Street Fighter V, and also Juicy Game Night as well, monthlies as well. I've gotten top 3s, top 2s, and then I just get absolutely cooked by this guy. He's an exceptional, legendary Ultimate Marvel vs. 3 player.
Yes.
Fantastic in that. And he's been, this isn't just a Dhalsim because I like Dhalsim in SF6. This is a Dhalsim that he's messed with in 4, messed with in 5. I mean, he's come in the right place with that.
Talk trash about me when I played, all right?
Oh, never. I would have never done that. Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, we just showed the store. We let him know. Okay. Be sure. If you're here and you're pulling up, be sure to check out Alex's store. He's still got a few sales to make,
I didn't know we had fight sticks over there. I might see you guys later. But I can't miss this match.
Backpacks are 20. Team Chris said they were 10. Okay, thank you, Alex. But yeah, KJ, the fact that he's a very exceptional Marvel vs. Capcom player.
Yeah.
And then goes, and we've seen Marvel players use Dhalsim in 5 and 6 as well. I know Green Ace, good friend of mine, UMBC legend. Yeah, he would cook me a lot with Sim in both 5 and 6 when he pulled up. So,
what is this? Why are we all? We have a button reader.
I don't know if this is a button check or they're just shadow boxing or what's going on here.
Yeah, I guess we're just checking the PlayStation more than our actual buttons.
Okay, the frequent ducking does it, but yeah, this is an example of switching your character and changing up your life. Gunbite making some positive improvements by adding toxicity to his life.
Yeah, well, he was playing Jury before, which you could argue pretty gosh darn similar levels. So.
Right. Well, yeah, especially Jury's raw drive rush. I mean, we hear that all the time. I think it takes about 3,000 people's hopes and dreams every Evo.
Absolutely,
players,
the OG $1 million character for a reason. So let's go. But yeah, this is going to be such an interesting matchup.
It's going to be jank, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Big time.
It's going to be jank. This is Central Florida. This is what you expect. This is why Boss comes out here to wrestle with alligators, okay?
Oh. And see, ironically, you can actually confirm that with drive rush forward, sweep. There's so many interesting things in this matchup. I love this goofy bit.
Well, KJ started things off with that historically oppressive stand medium kick Dhalsim has, and here comes those stand fierces.
And all you have to do if you're in that stance and he floats is just press a punch. It will connect no matter what because he can't block in the air. So, ooh, nice.
And taking that advantage, the initiative, seeing that whiff dive kick, Dhalsim rarely misses a step, especially in the air of KJ Mastiff. Man,
nice.
She is so scary here. But that dive kick spacing.
Could have killed if we were a little more aware of it. But hey, we're still going to find that parry throw. Great stuff to Gunbite starting off strong.
It's great enough. Great enough. Gunbite off to a great start there. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay, the air-to-air. If I was Gunbite, I'd like that my end, but not that stand fierce. Ugh.
Nice, you can confirm. No!
Oh, so close.
Had to be a little bit slower with it. He tried to stop it. Yeah, it's fine. It's so hard to pick up.
I know it's hard. I commend it so much because I love watching those drive rushes being able to extend just combos from downtown. It's just such mastery. And great call out with the drive impact.
That's that young man stuff. No confirm on the level 3 there. Kind of just didn't think it was going to kill in time and is honestly winning the neutral enough. Why spend it?
You know, maybe it's just he's just so wired to getting that safe jump.
Yeah.
That it's just like the whole thing just pilots right through in a safe jump, and maybe it's just a more comfortable route for him than that. But KJ Master going to try to extend this with a critical art here. That's not going to kill, but it's going to cause burnout, which is going to put KJ in a good place here to possibly extend this to another round.
Well, certainly does so with that crouching heavy punch, putting in a ton of mileage here. Definitely standing a little behind that might help out Gunbite a lot, and trying to punish with your standing heavy kick is all you're going to want to do in those situations.
Yeah, not being able to low profile definitely like affects this tournament and Gunbite's ability to close the distance there. Now you see Gunbite trying to get a read on that fireball to be able to get that slither through there, but if you do it from too far away, it's going to get blocked and massively punished.
Yeah, and doing a really nice job of just kind of slowing down the neutral, but it doesn't seem like Gunbite knows when to throw out that thing, except for when he catches the fireball. A little bit more training versus matchup knowledge, but KJ Masta finding the perfect moment there to keep things going. We're plus here.
Yeah, you just got to say, you know, I got to risk getting counter hit over having something against the block string give me that burnout there. So KJ judiciously seeing that he pretty much had nothing to lose in that situation on near checkmate and just doing the best thing, which was that down back fierce to be able to buy him this. And now he's in the driver's seat to possibly steal this first round, despite a great start from Gunbite.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice anti-air as well. We're going to use that with the plus buttons, try and get the float afterwards, but just drilling this drive gauge is all we have to do to keep winning right now. And the little checks.
Oh, there we are, level 3. This is going to go the distance because of the critical art does it. Oh, all across the different chakras, unaligned and discombobulated. Gunbite's like, hey, I earned that one, man.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to mash that level 3 in that mix-up out there, you know? I'm a big boy now.
He could have spent that a round ago and cleaned this up faster. KJ Master with the extension on the fireball, already showing off the mastery of this character in this game.
What else I like, too, is how Gunbite was, like, responding to things like drive, rush, slide, and then jumping immediately after that. Like, that just tells you, you have done long sessions with the Dulcim. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, for sure. All right, able to start off strong here. The only time you've ever really see him throw out that medium punch is with the drive rush. It can get really scary if you don't. Great medium punch in the air, though, keeping her cornered. Oh, nice pickup here. Going to be able to extension it into the level 1 as well. Doesn't want to get too expensive and try and go for that throw reset.
Man, that was so up there in the air. Not your traditional yoga flames. Those were some yoga clouds. The way KJ took it to the sky. What a PC!
I love this matchup. I love this.
I'm just watching you keel over.
There's so much goofy interactions with this. Wow.
Oh, including that. How did that whiff? That within the range there.
Yeah, that has to be Tiny Hurtbox on Dulcim there, and really good awareness to use that level 2 there to close that out with Chip. Gunbite squeezing that by.
And being able to guarantee it, too, because there are some certain characters that can elevate themselves to get around level 2 if you just throw it out in neutral. Like, let's see if this gets punished. Yes, it does. But that awareness by Gunbite, being able to counter that, really, really puts him in a good... This is his best round I've seen so far.
Yeah. He's gotten a few great reads as well as difficult conversions, and if you're doing that with Aki, you're going to win every single time.
And the tech after giving up the jumping jab.
That's it!
Against the stand medium punch. Stiletto up in the air, just stopping it. Still teched himself a little. Oh, let's see! Yeah, got him in the bubble. Had to make that Labyrinth Zone sound, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. No, Gunbite doing a really nice job of kind of normalizing that game for himself there. If he's able to continue this pressure, it's definitely going to be going in Gunbite's favor.
Yeah, and likewise, I mean, he's like, this is the perfect character. It's blowing bubbles. I mean, absolutely fantastic there. But again, whiffing on that uppercut. No one in town, but my man here, not afraid to wake up jump against Sim.
All right, yeah. KJ kind of, sort of, it feels like he's looking for an answer right now. A lot of the normal options you use in a matchup don't really work against Aki just due to her high damage and her really good counter hit buttons. So,
well, I was wrong. Those aren't stilettos. Those are slippers, but still means the same when Gunbite is able to counter it against a limb. And this time, you see KJ's differentiating between his pokes to not get predictable with that. So Gunbite's got to find other openings to get this.
Yeah, I mean, luckily he has 3 rounds to work with here. Going to get counter hit here, but takes him into burnout. Doesn't matter because we have enough cash to keep it going our way. KJ up his first round, or maybe a second. Don't quote me, I can't remember anything. All right.
Oh, yeah. Knives out. Going the distance. What a response, though. Gunbite may have got his mixed up turned away, but still, he's like, I'm still on this mixtape tour, whether I got the rock or not. Look at the defense on display between the two. Wow. All the way to that drive reversal.
Nice. Great pickup there. Going to be able to mix for the throw, opts to go for that float instead, and now he's finally starting to take the throw. You got to make him start respecting it so that way you can start getting these counter hits.
The KJ here looking at a decisive opportunity. Doesn't even need the level 3 to make this go 2-1.
Oh, no extension on that, but it was a counter hit trade, and we are going to get that level 3 coming out from KJ.
No, you can't blow those kind of bubbles.
Not a chance.
You can't blow those kind.
You can put meter behind it, of course, to make it invulnerable, but at that range, we were in a tough spot.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to give him the distance to connect and convert and get one up on the board. Gunbite going to need to chew on something else. Going to need a new flavor for that one to close this one out.
I don't love the fireballs coming out from KJ because of
I love that patience.
That reason.
That right there, yeah. And that's a sign of a damn good Street Fighter player is just like you may not be able to punish or reverse all of those projectiles with that read and good spacing, but just find the one that just hangs over the plate, and Gunbite is just going to send it over the mound as he's going to town. Perfectly timed. That DI was about as meaty as the butcher shop on International Drive.
Yeah, take me to the Brazilian steakhouse. He has cut up enough fillets for the entire team right here. Really nice stuff. An on-set point right now. If he's able to just find one more Aki round like that, this is going to be a done set.
And KJ's still throwing out fireballs, but mixing it up with those pokes to not get on the radar here because we saw Gunbite can turn KJ Master into KJ Churrasco real quick like that. And here we go. He's got it.
Nice. Really good option using your 5-frame low there to check him on incoming. The level 1 is going to grab up Dalsum, toss him back out with a little bit of poison to boot for you. Nice heavy kick. Oh, he had the read. I don't know why he didn't commit.
And that's just great because I feel like Gunbite is going into this expecting to fight a very aggro Dalsum.
Yeah.
So he's like, he's got his homework on the player and just making the necessary adaptations here and really holding his own. And you're just seeing KJ just give chase throughout it all. What a trade, though, how that affected on the neutral jump from the back of his heel.
That's the goofiness this matchup is talking about. Sending EX Fireball with a character that can jump across the screen is very much a bad idea. And also limbs getting hit with proximity slow normals. Nah, I love this matchup. This is such a treat. Thank you, guys.
It's corner time here. KJ Master. Oh, if he presses on, he can get burnout. And there we go. Or get that conversion. Now keep pressing. If he keeps pressing, he needs to get that burnout to get that 2-2.
All right, at this point, all KJ really needs to do is just alternate between the fireballs and those normal buttons to find something here. He's still plus. That was a terrible pick by KJ, but unfortunately, Gunbite not checking with his immediate 4-frame and is going to take some damage here. Unless we drop the combo, no level 3 to try and get Gunbite into burnout.
Yeah, that drive reversal was so spaced out that a light could not convert to any other stronger button in order to take it. So, therefore, it gives Gunbite a little lease on life here. But let's see if this corner pressure, if she can continue to bring that toxicity. Safe jump again. KJ doesn't bite, but he's got the slide into the level 3. We're going to go to another battle here, tied 2-2. It's not going to be critical, but oh wow, it leaves a sliver. Leaves a sliver and just a little bit of gas in the tank here. Has to move very slowly, judiciously. Yeah, that trade, we'll take it.
Yeah, KJ played very well there. Sorry, the background got me. Really nice stuff to our players right now. Gunbite, I want you to stick on this Aki. Just take a few breaths of air. You've been playing fantastic. I think one of the things he's not doing as a player, and it might be a sign of respect, he's not DIing in like the middle of the screen. Dawson can't contest with DI at like awkward ranges.
Yeah, he does struggle with that because he does get left on red a little bit. And by that, I mean just being on the recovery of your pokes, he falls into the far side of it. But at the same time, it's from my experience with a lot of dual zims, it's a bit of a prediction play to do that.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you have to predict so much with the character anyways. I feel like it's time to toss it out at least once or twice. When we were a few games up, now I'd be scared.
Yeah, because you don't want to fall into the trap of becoming predictable. And that is like where things, oh, does it convert? Yes, it does. Oh, from the logo there, almost got it all with that stand roundhouse there. The slippers don't quite connect. Good even matchup we got here. We're taking it back to the center statue.
Nice. Excellent pickup here, but even better dive kick coming out from Sim. Got him poisoned. Yep, just need to convert this very simply.
Drive rush gets in the face there while he's poisoned, siphoning the health. What a tight drop kick there. Buys KJ a little bit of space there. There he goes, gets that big arc. He's getting extra bounces there because it's an overdrive. Yoga fire. Watch your step.
All right, gonna have to believe in the burnout pressure here. Aki a little in a bad spot, but definitely not out. My God, that almost hit.
KJ wants to avoid that burnout at all costs. To your credit, what you're saying, Wyatt, because what happens here is that level 2 is just can be so problematic. We've seen Gumbite be able to take the first fight with it. Oh no, caught him at the end, and the tables have turned. KJ Master is on match point here. Gumbite against the ropes. Oh, let's see. Immediately goes to the punish counter. He's got to keep moving forward to avoid the projectile, and he does very wisely.
Yeah, I think he actually abbreviated that combo specifically for that reason. And the medium whip he started to incorporate into his game is not working here. KJ has the teleports down on lock. We really have to start setting up our stance at mid-screen or dashing in awkward positions for it. No, I'm not going to go for anything here.
Yeah, the jump was empty, which gives KJ Master more position there, but KJ Master with a decisive whiff there, which buys Gumbite a little more time. Oh, slides through to deny the approach after the upward flame.
Love that jumping A there. Use your heavy kick. There you go, baby. This is how we set him up. We do have level 3. I don't think we're going to use it because we're going to be playing for the victory instead. I'm wrong.
I mean, yeah, when you see the health is critical, you can go the distance here with the level 3. And also, I mean, to the credit, usually on paper, I mean, fundamentally, you want to keep your resources for that final round, especially if you have a very high advantageous position to force that final round. But the issue also is that Gumbite cashed out, and I just feel like in Street Fighter 6, it's kind of a thing where, I mean, you really limit yourself. If you burn yourself out, you are mixed up a way to win.
Ooh, and this is going to hurt so much for KJ. We're just going to get that safe jump set up with the double dash, put him in the corner, no DI. He's trying to get in with the floats. A little expensive on KJ's side.
KJ with an interesting rally there. The low strong, though, gets the amazing drive reversal against the drive rush there. And Gumbite's got a little bit on the plate here to crush it, but he's going to get some of those throws in there and splats it, and that's your GG's. Gumbite earns it and advances. Great. Yo, you called it. You called it exactly.
I knew it was going to be a whack fest. For sure. And ironically, even though Gumbite did win, that doesn't really look thrilled because he definitely felt the fear of KJ coming back. Those 2 games afterwards were incredible stuff, but we are going to see plenty more of that wonderful Aki that I love so much later on in this set.
Yeah, and so two have been sent home. There are 6 left to play, but don't go nowhere. We're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, get y'all an ad break going in as we continue more of Street Fighter 6's Top 8 here at Central Florida Face Off.
Once again, I'm in Paradise is back.
will be at Rock Esports Arena in Palmetto Bay, Florida.
A sprawling 5,000 square feet lane center that offers tabletops, drinks, snacks, and more.
Street Fighter 6 once again takes center stage, offering double elimination, first to 3, and this time around, PC.
Wow.
Compete for the massive $1,000 pop bonus.
$1,000?
Yeah, $1,000. What are you talking about?
Nah, you don't remember?
Oh, $1,500. That is the pop bonus.
So bring the heat or get beat.
Island Paradise will feature side events for Tekken 8 and Uni 2, each with their own pop bonuses. Free parking spots on site and on the rooftop.
Mark your calendars. Island Paradise 2 is September 13th, 2025.
Follow us for more information.
Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6.
Hello and welcome back to Central Florida Face-Off. We've only eliminated 2 of our players here. We have got our top 6 available for you guys in this top 8 bracket. We have plenty of great matches left for you guys. I believe we're starting off with the loser side with Bangarang and KO Cliff, but we don't have to see that yet, and we're going to wait till it happens. In the meanwhile, it's been YCry hanging out with you guys with a wonderful team, Chris. You still doing great?
Man. Hell yeah, man.
Let's go.
Since Brightline Premium last night, it's been cloud 9 for me. Throwing down here and seeing this excellent matchup here. Want to give a shout out too to the staff over here, the people at Juicy Game Night as well. Because we just rotated consoles So we switched to a brand new, fresh PlayStation 5.
Exactly,
You know, so we got our
baby.
temperatures there correct, making sure that we're coming correct. I know that there was a big emphasis on that in tournaments such as Combo Breaker,
Yeah.
where I saw Lizard Man and other staff as well doing a fantastic job of having console cooldowns
Yeah.
and things, and being able to only use like half the setups at like a station to have the other ones play and then rotate and reverse with it. So we're playing on a fresh PlayStation 5, and I want to make sure you and the viewers know that and appreciate that, because you know, just you know, call it out when it's done right. You know, when we're rotating
Big
the
time.
consoles, making sure you know we got our temperatures coming correct to give you some fine top 8 presentation. And this is, I mean, we've been talking. We're looking forward to this in Lose Brag. I mean, this is one of the grand finals you'll see, like usually at a Juicy Monthly, a Retro Revival, or things you got going out. That you got Central Florida's finest facing off. No pun intended, or pun intended.
Yeah, probably
pun.
a little
A
intentional.
lot of pun
for
intended
sure.
there. Yeah.
But yeah, these two players know each other. They've played each other in ranked many times. They've played each other in offline brackets many times. The biggest thing we have to do is just breathe, be conscious of what's going on, treat it like a tournament, and play our crazy Street Fighter 6 the most safe and honest that we can.
Well, we can agree to disagree on that.
Yeah.
However, what I want to say also is, yeah, you painted a great picture here of the competitive matchup here, because Bangarang was able to tell us, and I don't want to snitch, but he said that he's had Cliff's number on ranked. But what I like is him having the humility to acknowledge it's just ranked.
Exactly.
You know? And so, like, when you're sitting side by side with the other player, I mean, Cliff is I've sat side by side and played against Cliff. He's very composed. He plays very the right way, and he can really make the most of using the environment to his advantage, basically.
Yeah, and definitely Bangarang currently getting the short end of the stick right now, making a few wrong calls, but not quite getting that drive rush that he needs. Doesn't matter. We're going to DI right away and set up this combo. I don't think we're killing unless we spend that level 1, but let's see if he does so.
Well, he cashes out, so yeah, with the yellow on deck. It's got a lot of damage for a level 1, but not quite there. Bangarang is on a sliver, though, so we can't reverse it, like, yeah, so...
Tricky situation to get yourself out of. KO Cliff doing a great job of staggering his lights into that low just to check any sort of forward movement or a button coming out from Bangarang. But hey, finally getting him to crack a little bit and immediately shutting that down with the EX Hurricane DB.
Yeah, Cliff's making some missing, though. Missing on a few dive kicks, missing on a few spin knuckles. Could create some opportunities there for Bangarang to capitalize on, and we saw how he was able to turn Jabali from competitor to vendor real quick with a lot of those good movements and baits.
Yeah, it looks like he's struggling just a tiny bit with the way he's placing his normals and his combo conversion. I hope it's not nerves. My guess is he's just trying to open up KO a little bit, maybe giving a sense of comfort. And instead, he's going to try and shut that down right away. But it doesn't matter. KO going to find that immediate grab on the little awkward float that this game has in an aerial hit. Yeah.
Look at him, man. He is stone cold. He's locked in. He's in there.
There we go. Nice. A good trade and a great opportunity here to do some extra damage into Oki's situation. Let's see what Bangarang can do. Oh, KO dashing right through and immediately getting that great parry.
See, if you react to that, you run the risk of getting perfect parried potentially, and so or even potentially even squeeze out like an overdrive up kicks reversal.
Ooh, really great spin knuckle there going through that EX, and Bangarang taking a brief moment to be in the trouble situation here, flinching just a tiny bit. Oh, great level 1.
Great response, great response. Now, I wanted to talk about that. If KO Cliff almost came through with that conversion there,
Yeah.
you see the veteran move he did. When the pinwheel overdrive got baited, the walk underneath to get closer, because he knew which planks were closer to the corner to walk across, and he just took it across that stage. That is just a veteran way to get that little extra in the punish without sacrificing damage.
Yeah, big time, huge advantages right now. Bangarang setting himself up with that meaty situation here. And the force knockdown, too, giving himself a little space so he can get those stocks.
There
and
we go.
this time, that neutral
Called it out
jump is
sooner.
working out.
Called it out sooner. Oh, that's big punish. Oh, he tried to get a drive rush in there, because if you get like a drive rush with a punish counter, it doubles like your frame advantage with it. Oh, I know what you were cooking with. But,
maybe over-maxing the amount of damage that we need here. We're not going to see the level 2 activation. I'm very surprised at that.
Yo, but did you see Bangarang check that drive rush with the low-medium punch from Broward County?
Oh, for sure. No, you're going to see it all the time. It's one of the jury's best buttons and also one of Bangarang's best options to use. It's a Street Fighter V classic, the whiff grab into whiff grab.
Okay, reverse position here on who's burned out. Sometimes that's one thing people don't really talk about with Street Fighter 6. Let's see the wake up. Nah, not with the jab on that. Nah, Bangarang's going to take the points there. But that's some of the things people talk about, like with with like a habit of something that can set you up for failure in Street Fighter 6, like almost grabbing the defeat from the jaws of victory there. When you spend too much of your drive meter trying to oppress a burnt out opponent, and then you lose the gauge and they get it restored.
Big time. Yeah, no, absolutely. A little bit of shenanigans happening at the beginning of this set, but let's see if both of our players can lock in and keep this honest here. Ooh, great jab there by KO Cliff, but unfortunately going to get checked immediately afterwards. Bangarang going to clean that up with his own perfect.
Yeah, very well done there by Bangarang. And again, getting that perfection on there. I mean, it's interesting to see a perfect round that goes from like back to back to back like that with the side switches, but good conversion there and good call out on the shenanigans came out early. Hooligan blocks the overhead because it charges it and it hits on that wake-up situation. It's unpunishable on block.
Yeah, well, it's actually safe.
Safe,
it's Cammy's position there for her favor, and currently making absolute work of that, taking him towards the corner. And I think we're not quite trading perfect for perfect, but gosh darn it, does it feel like it.
You know, it's like I used to say back in Street Fighter 5, like the range she has that she can shimmy with into that stand fierce, it makes that button a poke.
Oh my gosh.
And one of the most rewarding too.
Ooh, wonderful pick up there from Bangarang. A slight input execution on incoming, but hey, damage is damage. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, and just having that awareness that he can punish from that kind of distance. I mean, that was another low strong that was from West Palm Beach, being able to convert with it again. So across the Okeechobee, man, drive rushing over. You love it.
A lot of space.
Good check. Drive rush on drive rush. You know, I love to see that because I'm like an Alpha 2 player, so I love like custom combo activation on that. Yeah. Nice. Oh, the level 3.
Yeah, this is really smart from Bangarang. Saw an opportunity to spend it there and is just going to lock in, try and get some of his gauge back. But the only problem is now we've set KO up with that full screen critical art, so anywhere is dangerous.
Yeah, but Bangarang just want to get that drive gauge back.
Nice.
And again, the distance. Able to convert and get it by a few pixels of the manicure.
Oh my god.
This jury closes it up. That's what he learned at
nuts.
That's what he learned at Evo Japan.
Oh, for sure.
He found the hidden hitboxes.
And he's definitely learned it hundreds of times over. I mean, such a local demon as well. Love having him out here. This is really great. And KO, like we talked about in his last set, has an abundance of characters to run through here. And the Terry, this is one of those pocket picks. I've seen him do this a lot on Neo Judai's Duel Academy.
That's a great tournament. A lot of South Florida players dominated.
I love that.
Yeah, we do great there. Shout out to Neo Judai, though. Love the dude.
Yeah, he's got the new Oni brackets opening up, too, on Thursdays. Got to shout those out. Was there this Thursday. So.
But tell me more about Cliff's Terry here.
It's very interesting. He plays it much slower than other people do. I mean, it kind of plays it like Cammy. He's going for those crouching heavy or medium kicks and just looking for anything.
I'm with it, though, because I do feel that Terry does shine like in defensive, kind of slow-paced kind of the things, because he just has that slow approach that he can take it, but you got to watch out for that, man. That thing, that's always been like, that's what I call Jury's community chess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Had to slip another reference there. Okay. But that's what I like, because it just gets her out of jail every single time.
Yeah, and really good stuff. I mean, KO currently taking coast to coast, but Bangarang keeping the HP extremely competitive.
What a side switch!
Oh.
Side switch and those jabs after a drive rush. You don't see too many of those in Street Fighter 6, and that's by design.
Yeah. Definitely a rarity, but finding a way around it, trying to spend that special to get a little bit closer, but finds the set up there. I don't know. Do we level 2 here? We do.
Yeah, we're going to feng shui it because, like, man, that whiff Bangarang did there, that could have been very costly. But let's see how he goes with those juggles there. Uses that stomp, that double hit. We saw it earlier, but Cliff clutches it out. He's okay. Going to bust that wolf to get him 1 point close to tying it.
Yeah, really interesting setup there. I mean, you obviously saw Bangarang go for that instant overhead there, trying to check the grab once again, but going for that crouching medium punch, playing in the pocket. It's how KO Cliff is going to keep this going, and overheads like that into conversions afterwards is exactly how we want to keep this pressure going. Level 2! I'm surprised we didn't save up for the level 1.
Oh, but comes short on that juggle of the power geyser, over-exhausting those resources. But yeah, like you mentioned with that combo there, I haven't seen that many power charges since I played KOF 98 in my Kyera days.
Nice. Just spend
it
right away. I love that from Bangarang. This is going to be an easy conversion set up for some throw loops and instead going for that overhead.
Oh, but the stand jab has got range, and you got to respect it. KO Cliff, with the simplicity, able to literally MacGyver his way out of these situations.
Big time.
Yeah, next thing you know, he's out of a max security fortress with just a paper clip, a straw, and a piece of gum.
And definitely his hat. Always one of the most stylish players showing up to these locals.
Yeah, the snapback game is lit, you know? I mean, you're rocking the snapbacks too, you know, even though I'm more of a fitted guy. But you guys are always come correct with it.
Let's go.
Yeah, final fight here, going to take it. And, yo, Cliff with that crack shot on the precision out there. I mean...
Yeah, he does not care if he's from a 1920s cartoon in black and white. He's going to dish out the damage when he's got it and finds the perfect time to drive rush the millisecond it's available. The instant setup there. This is just looking like KO's game right now.
That was so clean and beautiful. He picked up the pace there, exactly, because that's some of the thing. Like, I just think it's really best used when you don't see Terry's options coming. And we've seen Cliff be pretty much deceptive with that fierce burn knuckle.
Yeah.
Like, just using it in the right places that is able to just advance and close the distances against Bangarang's Yuri.
Nice. We're going to start that Feng Shui engine instead of trying to drive rush. Going to cancel that because they were thinking it's going to have the follow-up afterwards, but KO's going to be in a big situation here, hurt to heck, and that should wrap it up here. Bangarang going to make it 1-1 final hit. The script is live. What can we do?
Cliff here has the advantage with the level 3 super. Bangarang exhausting all the Feng Shui engine to, well, you use level 2. You're going to go to deplete the meter there. Oh, the overdrive wave takes it, catches it. Cliff
nice.
Converts, but Bangarang, again, needs that get off me at that one time. But, oh, my God.
Wow.
Cliff's crack shooting is batting 5,000, playing 4D chess with the spacing he's able to punish Jury's zoning.
Yeah, really smart so far. KO going to be in burnout, but heck, this worked out so well for him in the first game. Heck, it worked so well, Bangarang decided I want to give it a shot too. And the cross cut is beautiful right now. No fear of being splatted against the wall, but heck, giving him a lot of space on incoming here.
Oh, drive rush catches the projectile there, but not enough. Okay, doesn't go to town. Oh, no, missed it. What a trade we see. And then low jab, low strong.
We do have level 3.
Yeah, baby. He's going to cash it out with that level 3.
I think he said. I'm like pretty sure.
It's going to be close. Oh, and it does it with the burst, and that does it for Bangarang. KO Cliff advances in an absolute back and forth match of the ages. What a top 8 battle.
Tennis round, it's 40-40, and people cannot let it go there. Incredibly good stuff, and we got to give it up to Bangarang for putting on so many great matches.
What an effort. Yeah.
You know, like 6 all across the board. Incredible stuff, but KO is going to keep moving on and not be Central Florida's last hope. I think that's CFL's last player.
Well, it's a good last hope to pin your linchpin on because it's absolutely fantastic the way KO Cliff has really ascended and played. And really, you just see his style, how he's composed, and really is when you're able to hold it down in an offline setting and do that, you're going to go the distance in those sets. You're going to extend those rounds the right way. Yeah. And you saw KO Cliff just able to take a mile out of the little milliseconds, the little gaps
in the
that
little
Bangarang
shorts,
was
the little
giving
jabs many times over and over and over again. Oh.
That was just a clinic of masterful Street Fighter 6 play.
Got to give it up to KO where it's due, but he's got a quick little break, and we have a next match showing up for you. We have got, this is Gumbite, and gosh, I'm losing the name.
It's going to be Ironit against Gumbite here. Ironit, who we saw earlier with that Ed, who I recall switched over to Terry, had a pretty good set against Squall, who we'll be seeing in the winners final against Scrot. And on the other end, we've got Gumbite here, whose Aki has been absolutely fantastic, and we love to see.
I do love the Aki play. I mean, if it wasn't obvious by the appearance, having the snake on the hat and her on the shirt, I mean, it's easily one of my favorite characters in this game, and I'm so glad somebody's good at her. So
for sure, and like, let's go back to it. I mean, that was an amazing match that he had with KJ Masta.
Oh yeah.
I mean, definitely one of those things. I mean, hey, I just hope y'all watching the stream know that's good content. So I just want y'all to know that because you know, it was fantastic. Like
really
just the way they chased each other in the air.
It is the most fun matchup in this entire game, and very few people are ever going to experience it.
Because there's no escape.
No.
There's just no escape. They're at each other's throats from wherever they are on the screen.
Yeah.
It's just all bets are off throwing down. So let's see these two here trying to fight their way into furthering into getting closer to the top 4 here.
Yeah.
IronNet versus Gumbite. After an amazing, incredible matchup we saw ending the run of Bangarang,
Yeah.
KO Cliff advancing here. So looks like he's going to face the winner of these two.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit more of, I would call, like a traditional matchup, right? We're going to see a lot of very steady play coming out from Gumbite. One of the things he doesn't necessarily excel in with this character is her mix game. He doesn't go for a lot of overheads. He doesn't go for a lot of DI resets. He doesn't go for a lot of the cheese. What he's so talented at is picking his normal buttons in the perfect situations, getting a counter hit, getting a punish counter hit, and converting that into the maximum damage corner carry, and then reset the situation. Safe jump, safe jump, safe jump.
You found so many ways to say honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He's a very honest player for a character I regard as complete crap. Like, you should be doing as much nonsense as you possibly can to get around it. And he's like, nah, dude, just play your normal.
I mean, I feel like that was kind of the tale with a lot of Fong players in Street Fighter
Yeah,
V.
for
Like
real.
Mono, legendary, Puerto Rico.
Of course.
He played very fine neutral with the character. And even a good friend of mine that I learned from, Orlando Rodriguez, had a very good run with Fong in Season 2 of Street Fighter V. And he played it very by the book, very slow, very neutral. But I get what you're saying, too, because, I mean, some of my favorite Aki players, like the Carsonist,
Of
for
course.
instance, and that guy cooks. He gets opportunities, he goes at it. So let's see where this goes. IronNet this time, starting with Terry, choosing that over Ed, and immediately as you hear that Fatal Fury theme going
Ooh,
off.
nice. Getting a nice pickup here, using those plus frames into the corner. This is going to be an often situation you find him in. And again, you see, just playing that Street Fighter 6 game and finding the plus frames there, keeping it going, even getting that additional punish counter conversion here. I'm telling you, combo game is so clean. We should spend the level 2 here, but he's not because he wants the safe jump setups.
Yeah, masterfully, like clockwork, the way Gumbite was able to bait that reversal was absolutely fantastic, and like it's just by design. And I think that's really telling of good Aki, good Fong players as well, and players of that archetype too, is because like you lack a reversal game, so your offense has to be oppressive, but being able to have that psychological edge, it will really take you far. As you see Gumbite really going the distance here.
Nice. Wow, found a great opportunity there to get himself +1 and in a great space. We do have level 3 activated here. He does go for the level 2. If you do a command grab here, it's meaty. He just goes for the safe setups instead.
It's good enough, but hey, you know, it's a first of 3 sets, so, you know, you might want to shuffle that in the cards. Don't show everything, but where's that critical art coming from, IronNet? Hey, if he's going to go out like that, man, he's going to go out like a bang, because that's how Hungry Wolves get it, you know?
Oh my gosh, half HP as well. And we did have a quick opportunity to do it, but that jumping medium kick has the most insanely large hitbox you've ever seen in your life. Great coverage by Gumbite and awareness of his character.
Yeah, Gumbite was able, I mean, like, you don't really get away with panicking in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
Like, in Street Fighter 6, you can
die.
fumble a life lead, like, a lot in Street Fighter 6. So that's by design, you know?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm with it. I ain't complaining about it. You ain't going to see
Oh,
me
yeah,
on
big
Twitter
time.
talking about it. You're going to see me getting hit with it. and I will still keep a smile on my face and say, stick around for more Team Chris adventures. But, like, yeah, exactly, like, just so fantastic here. So we're staying the course here, keeping the characters put in there. And, yeah, that's what I really, really enjoy about Gumbite here is just, like, he's like, even when you mentioned he could have got that meaty command grab there,
Yes.
I feel like he's just kind of shuffling the deck there to kind of say, you know, because it's nice to see when you have a few parlor tricks
Yes.
up your sleeve, like in
That's
the third
a
or fourth
round
fight.
closer
Yeah.
for sure. That'll hit anybody because nobody knows about it. Not to say like Carsonist is bad or any of the great ones, but even they don't really do it very much because I think oftentimes that level 2 is a killing move. So.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh, had the opportunity for the grab. It actually decides to go for the shimmy state instead. Really good awareness by IronNet. And now we have these throw conversions. Does need to dash forward to get this throw loop, but he's happy to do it as many times as it takes.
See, this is what I love, too, is a lot of times you're seeing, like, Gumbite has been eating a lot of meaty low strongs out there, and I'm like, man, he's just not blocking. But then IronNet just goes into, like, those repeated throws coming out there just to continue to establish more and more of that offense.
Oh, that was an interesting punish counter. Wow, his DI reaches incredibly far there. Tries to do a trade combo instead. Yeah, Gumbite not having enough meter to get the conversion that he wants there, and a great tech on incoming.
And that ground projectile there, you got to slither at your own pace. Your mileage may vary there. Don't just think you can avoid or go in low profile those projectiles out there. Terry's coming at you with a different angle.
Great pickup there from Gumbite, getting some additional damage and picking up off of the splat as well. Why does he keep going for that? That's not the combo. That's okay.
You got to see what reward that Gumbite is looking for there. As level 3 goes the distance here, Iron Knit has been in the driver's seat of this second fight. And then he converts with it. Now he's got that position where a drive impact can splat against the wall. But then, yeah, fakes it out with a drive rush jab and then catches that low medium kick. And remember, we were talking about it because, fun fact here we want to mention, Bangarang got sent to losers by a Terry Bogard that was my local one, Danny. And I was just immediately like, yeah, that guy has never met a low medium kick he never liked.
Big time. No, Danny's such a fantastic player. I remember us commentating him over at Paradise Island. That is such an interesting option. I've seen him do it a few times.
Good reversal, yeah. There's a lot of good answers and reversals you can do to what I call the scissor hands coming down on it. But I know my favorite one is to crouch the first hit and get a drive impact on it. Yeah.
No, it's a very susceptible move. It is definitely a knowledge check for 90% of players. And, ooh, we're going to find a nice pickup here. Yeah, baited the heck out of that.
That's so good when you can jump over someone and have a button that automatically hits from the other side.
Level 2?
Level 2. Yes, it's close. It does.
That's what I'm talking about, Gumbite. The optimization on the drive rush confirm, as well as finding yourself in burnout and still going for the extensions there. Overhead is blocked.
Because I was just saying, you have that jumping attack that hits on the other side, and being able to blow up a tech with that. That's something that was one of Fong's specialties in Street Fighter V as well.
Yeah, he was a little more of a zoner type, or like staying in your same spot. But this character really does not excel at that. You've got to go in, you've got to get aggressive, and I think that's why Gumbite loves it so much.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely the expansion of the options of the Slither mix-up and how that opens up and forces decisions, especially mixed with the drive system.
Oh, found the parry, but unfortunately doesn't want to move it fast enough there. Gumbite falling victim to it. Hey, the overhead finally working out in the level 2. Going to pass him through here. Great pickup there by Iron Knit.
Yeah, and he gets that double tap in there. Still has a level 1 on deck, too, while we were one round away from seeing who's going to take it over to 2-1. Wow, that crouching block against that Burning Knuckle mix-up that could have been a near overhead.
Really good stud to Gumbite right now. Picking up some great mileage may vary buttons. Has to deal with the plus frames right now.
That's a gap. That's a gap, whether he goes to the wave or the crack shot in there. Good by Gumbite being able to check it with that punch.
Oh. Iron getting a ton of mileage there. Nice. So that time he could have actually done the heavy kick, but he kind of locked himself out of that position. And a little bit of fumblage there on the spaghetti motion coming out, but it's all right. We can keep this steady.
Right. You're right. And it's a good chase down here by Iron Knit, but I feel like the over-exaggeration may have cost him the burnout. And then he gets that jump, more desperation, and Gumbite here. Yeah, I knew that anti-air. It did there.
If he didn't pick the light one, though, that didn't anti-air at all. That it's a really bad hurt box, despite what Aki might have you believe. It's very easy to get out of, so thank God he did the light one.
He's on that, he's on that. I'm betting on black.
That's a great matchup for Aki, so go for it.
Yeah, he's playing with house money here. He's got that house money, playing it language here, converting on those bets. Look at Iron Knit, man. He's just so locked in. He's thinking Sheed. No. He's thinking Sheed.
This isn't a very interesting matchup if he does go for it, but instead we're going to lock in the Terry. We're going to keep it that honest, normal color. And, hey, it's going to match Aki for just a minute here. Double reds coming out.
Oh, this is like taking off the badge. So I have full reach of motion. Locked in is Iron Knit. And we saw him previously, in those sets. He had an incredible set there with Squall earlier. We're going to see if this Terry can go the distance here, as Gumbite has just been on a tear, facing off in ways I have not seen since Nicolas Cage.
Very nice. Currently starting off so strong with that crouching heavy kick. It's a great anti-air, and heck, you cannot throw those fireballs against him. Has some of the best air jump-ins in the game.
It's the nails, bro. It's the nails.
It's the legs, it's the everything. This character has it all except for a good option in that scenario.
Yeah, that was an interesting low profile there, but still just came too slow that Ironet was able to hit the buttons there and dictate it.
Oh, great jump in here. Should be able to clean this up and does so. Great stuff to Gumbite, I believe. Level 1. Oh, no, we're going to spend the whole level 2.
Yeah, and it's going to be whatever goes the distance there. As it moves Gumbite closer to that match point situation there.
No, really nice stuff. I was thinking we were going to do the whip into level 1, but hey, you know what? Gumbite, take your bag, get the SA victory on there, and keep this running. Slither out.
Yeah, consecutive standing fierces there. Pushes, drives it, and there goes that air-to-air. What a juggle. Iron Nick capitalizes here facing elimination. Able to come correct, and then that low profile taking it. A lot of those shuffles, a lot of those side switches have really been working in Iron Nick's favor.
Yeah.
And again, those reactions.
We are not jumping in on this man with our EX normals. Oh, actually a great opportunity to pick up here. Yeah. I don't know why he's still doing it, but hey, he's in winners, I'm not.
See, some of the people I used to learn like Street Fighter 4 from, they would just look at that and be like, oh, that was just stubborn. But again, Gumbite keeps it going, and this time he pays off for him as he goes the distance to convert. That safe jump's going to put him in position for that victory there as Ironet has to come to grips with it because that was just checkmate about a few seconds ahead.
Absolutely. You know, he could have done many different things to keep it going there, but hey, if you're going to have tournament nerves, have it when you've already got the moves in place to get your checkmate.
But you could just see it in Gumbite's body language. He's got nothing to lose out here. He is just rolling with that kind of house money he's put in there. He's about to get paid possibly higher than Jabali Store's profits out there from this tournament, and showing out. I mean, I've seen him grind before. Like, we've seen him on the road. We've seen him like in tournaments, traveling to like just working his way through major pools out there. But then seeing a tournament like this one, advancing where it's just a straight progression into the top 8, and the level of play that we have in the top 8, being able to take it, I'm really proud of his growth.
Oh yeah,
really coming in here and taking it. Yeah.
Competitor, TO, it doesn't matter. He's always showing up great, but we got to keep talking about how great this is. I misspoke earlier with saying KO Cliff is the only Central Florida person in there. Obviously, Gumbite holding it down for me. Just slipped my mind. I don't have the bracket staring me in the face. I'm just a knucklehead who can't remember anything. So,
hey, it's been crazy. There's just been so much going out there and everything. Feels like I'm commentating a Super Turbo tournament, to be awesome, because it's just
fast.
We're just seeing crashes upon crashes upon crashes, and thankfully, you know, it's made to be first to 3 that we got going on. It was all the way around.
Was it the whole tournament?
No. Sorry, it wasn't. It was originally.
I assumed it was first to 2 till top 8.
Yeah, it was first to 2 until top 8. Yeah, but it's good. We got the top 8 here, first to 3 to showcase this talent we got going on here, and now we got an awesome winners final for y'all. I'm a fan of this. You're a fan of this. Squat Vermillion already showing off some medals that he got earlier. Today's event, you know, pulling in. He's a worker, man. He comes out here, he grinds, he does it. And then Squall, the legend. They both earned their way into the winners final here. I believe this is looking like it's going to be Luke versus Mai.
Yeah, if we hold down those things again, we've been kind of testing the buttons in the game. I think it's just to make sure the console feels good and like everything is going well in like that mental space, as well as give our players just a little bit of extra time to figure out what's going on. But we're going to treat this like they're actually starting up here. Ken versus Ed isn't an impossible matchup for these two. Let's just see what they start out with here. I mean, we don't even have the headphones on, so we're definitely going to have a button check.
Yeah, see, but it's been, like, recently noted that, like, even in the early days of button checks, going back to Street Fighter 4, you would see a lot of the kind of the button checks to see, like, just responsiveness overall, the testing out the level, things going around. I mean, it is convenience that we're able to check, like, our inputs and change them on the fly from the character select screen. But in an environment, competitive environment, where so much is on the line and we want to see the best play, the players want to do their absolute best out there, it's best to do. The in-game button check has become more of the norm now at some of the monthlies and tournaments I've traveled to, just to ensure just the right performance and level of comfort between the players.
Big time, and I'm not against it at all. Great way to also kind of get your head into the game. I'm a big fan of when I do an in-game button check, actually taking my hands off the controller so everybody knows what's going on. But
now, what I can't stand, though, is when you use those button checks to practice your bread and butter combos, okay?
That's not the time for that.
Yeah, not the time for that, okay? It's called training mode.
All right.
And I don't use it enough either.
All right, Squall off to a very strong start right now. Going to have that DP on set point. Very nice.
It's really great. He gets the best out of all the situation. He charges the fan just enough that he releases it, enough recovery to anti-air anything that leaves the X-axis.
Yeah, absolutely no gaps involved in that. Currently, the Sandblast kind of working out well for Skrull, damaging a ton of this EX meter. But hey, getting really expensive, spending 3 bars right away. Meaty situation here now. Respect for it, and this is going to be a big combo into death even.
I think he wanted a little too much there with that backdash out there. Cost him a little bit. Didn't give him the time to be able to check that anti-air, especially against Luke. I mean, like, Scrot, I feel like in a lot of the locals I've played, he really is one of the best players I've faced that, like, you got jump-ins coming in because, I mean, Luke's especially is jumping fierce and just his arc, the way it just capitalizes and cashes in, it does great work, man.
Yeah, Squall doing a really nice job keeping that gapless right now. He knows how good Scrot's ability to find the EXDP in those awkward situations has been already, even on round 1. But the DI is even better here. Might spend the level 3 just to get some meter back and also keep her in burnout, but no ops to take the level 1 coming in.
Yeah, I mean, the instant squad for million got his done. Let's see it go. Yes, it does. Big tackle energy. That's going to be critical art, too, against a burnt-out opponent. Ooh, yeah, you get that extra. No Memphis, none of that.
No. We are living for sure. Does not get the drive rush because we are still in burnout, and Scrot going to clean up his plate in the final moments. That extra time from the level 3 coming in absolutely critical to keep Squall out of the ability to fight back.
Yeah, it's just that elbow because really I feel like Squall could have got the kill there. It's just the resource management kind of cost him because especially like I think he really thought he was going to get more damage out of the elbow having that installation.
Exactly, yeah.
Because, yeah, with the flames add a little extra oomph to it, but it's just that not enough Kaspacin to make the jerk chicken spicy enough to burn the throat there, so.
No, we had to deal with that. Unfortunately, doesn't want to go for the counter hit conversion there. Oh, okay. Nice EX fan. That's a really good way to lock down that neutral and take him all the way to the corner. Squall on a much different playing field right now. Has everything working out well for him.
Yeah, locks in with that throw after that counter hit. And really, Squall's just trying to hold us down to that stand fierce range. That stand fierce range is really what sets the tone now. And especially like in the age where the standing roundhouse, the toward roundhouse kick on by, it still is a rewarding button. It still has its worth. But it's just not one that like is the button that you have to commit your neutral towards defending. Because of the lack of reward, Squall has to use that stand fierce more.
Ooh, nice counter hit awareness by Scrot. And now locked into the corner, still getting that crosscut even after.
Yeah, that's a good crosscut. He's been working on those too, actually. So he actually went out of his way to improve his crosscut DPs to make sure his opponents can escape a little less. Definitely paying it off. No, he's a pad player.
Pad player, yeah. Okay, so can't slam the sticks. I'm like, that was the only thing I ever learned when I was playing Shotos a little more.
I love the dual sense too. You know, I've been recently playing Shinobi with it, and I'm hitting some great combos with it. So it's a fantastic controller. So, but Squall here, I like what he's doing, the adjustments he's making in this round.
Yeah, that heavy punch unfortunately put him in a really bad situation, and Skrull gonna spend a little bit of extra meter here to try to find his way around it. Excellent EX there, lock down that neutral. And a perfect crosscut as well, but hey, the charge up fireball.
He had to do it. He had to do it. Scrot had to do it. That was just great, you know. He saw a bad situation. He was like, yeah, let's not have this situation, you know.
Doesn't get the drive rush that he's looking for there. Instead, the shimmying range is very scary for both players. Any hit can convert into drive rush, and it's going to be even scarier for Scrot because that's going to be the level 3 coming out from Mai.
Yeah, the level 3 here with Squad for Millions. Health on critical is going to be that one that goes the distance there. We are tied 1-1. Paragon's Squad Vermilion going up against a legendary Squall who is just a few credits away from his PhD.
Yes.
Up in here. Let's see if he can dial it in early and bring the doctor into the house. What a conversion there. That's some encyclopedic damage.
Very nice. Oh, an interesting spacing trap by Scrot. I'm not sure if that was intentional or just perfect awareness by our player to find a great gap there. And speaking of gapless.
And perfect parry off that projectile there allows him to jumpstart his offense. And Scrot were able to go coast to coast, and with that overhead conversion should give himself a life lead.
I really don't like this spend. What do you have?
Yeah, I don't like it either. Let's see, though. Let's see. Yeah, not projectile invincible. And that
DI.
definitely includes the fans. Yeah, I mean, like, you're essentially, you're cashing out.
Yeah,
You know.
was not in kill range for sure. Maybe it was a miscalculation. Maybe just feeling ourselves too hard. But it happens at all levels. And Squall currently feeling that EXDP breaking up the gaps in that offense.
Good thing, yeah. And he saw converting off that stand jab to get that low strong out there. And you know, we talked about how much Squall loves that medium punch button. That's a top 32 at Evo, medium punch button.
I always
Going
think
by
it's
the
heavy
legacy.
punch because of freaking CBS.
No, just Nikali, you know, it's got
Yeah.
that little claw.
All right.
I don't think anyone wants him in this game, though.
No, we're fine. We're fine. Well, there's a lot of Street Fighter V characters that do need to get in. Nikali ain't on that list at the moment.
Yeah.
And Scrot gonna be the victor of this round. Should just spend the level 1 to cash out here. Really nice, methodical stuff. Finding the moments, finding the drive rush conversions, and taking care of business.
Back and forth here in the winners final, and honestly, this is just Florida's finest here that we see. I mean, just these are two players you can always bet on will get close to the top 3 at any given event.
Ooh, what a beautiful, perfect parry there. Able to just mash light punch afterwards and get the excellent conversion. Finds that cross cut, gonna reset this normal range that he has been so talented in excelling in.
That's what makes Scrot so awesome, is he takes advantage. A lot of people, they just see the perfect parry off projectile, but they don't instantly launch and know what to do with it. You know, that's what makes Scrot Vermillion such a great player, is that we've seen the perfect parry just create windows for him on the spot.
Nice. And great awareness for Squall to be able to get this corner pressure here. Doesn't need to do anything except go for these throw loops, and that is what he's thinking as well. Finally tries to go for a low. No conversion off of the heavy punch. We needed to do something there. Instead, we're dead. This is gone.
I can't believe it. Squall was in full control of the corner there, and we talk so much about his veteran play and expertise in there, but for Scrot to see the opening from Squall, convert the crouch, like, it's just these instant micro conversions you're seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Counter hit confirms, perfect parry confirming off of a projectile and just going in there. That's really how Scrot is able to just make this a game of pixels, but like really make it that difference to show why he's so built different.
Nice. And we're off to a really nice start here. A lot of our lights are connecting, but Scrot knows they need to find a way around that and toss him into the corner while we're at it. Wow, a big whiff, but it doesn't matter. Finds a normal button in between.
Ooh, yeah, sends him back, no respect, and then testing Squall's reactions. And Squall taking it. He could have read that drive impact in Latin, still would have saw it.
Winners finals, guys, and we're trading EXDPs into DI testing. All right, guys, come on.
That's Street Fighter, baby. That's what makes it great.
Oh, my goodness.
I love it. Something I like that you're seeing. Oh, wait, Squall got the corner here. Hold on. We interrupt this message.
Yeah, to bring
give you damage.
Very nice. Might spend the level 1. No, opts for that new DP route that Luke has. It looks so nice. We're probably going to get this throw loop 100
I heard you like
times.
throw loops, basically.
If you like throw loops, you're going to love Street Fighter 6. All right, overhead is going to be the way to finish up this round. We are going to need that level 1 here to close it out, but really nice stuff so far. And this is Scrot's going on to grand finals point.
And match point, you know. And I just want to say, like, in defense of throw loops, you know?
Yeah.
Like, retaliating against throw loops with throw loops. And then seeing, like, how your opponent responds to it. That's the kind of stuff, the type of Street Fighter that Scrot thrives in. That, like, he reads, he finds his comfort zone, his bread and butter. Now, Squall's installed, and now, okay, good counter off that perfect parry as well.
Yeah, we saw Scrot actually challenge the fireball afterwards, despite the install with a medium punch nonetheless. So we have to do it. Oh, another interesting spacing trap that's been working out so well for Scrot. I'm glad he's not abusing it, but rather finding quick moments to just get some extra damage on top of it.
Both level 3s on deck here as Scrot goes into the yellow health, so Critical Art is on deck. If he gets a little, after this throw, he's going to need a little more than what he gets off the drive.
Oh, no, level 3!
Oh, that was
We just weren't buffering it.
But the perfect parry! My man got predictable with it. Oh, no, it doesn't come. Once it misses the window, you just get that tunnel vision that you want to correct it. You want to make it right. You want to bring the option to the plate, but it becomes costly because Squall knows with his veteran wisdom that we've so many times we put ourselves in those situations that he knew exactly where Squat Vermilion wanted to be.
Yeah.
And he just met him right there, and now we are tied 2-2 winners finals.
Yeah. Hey, the script is so real. It's always on active. But, hey, the results only vary to you guys, so let's see what we can do here. Great checks right now from Squat. Going to have a nice conversion here. No opts not to drive rush forward and continue that combo. And Vermilion going to get some mileage coming here. Ooh, nice convert.
Oh, great anti-air sends him back. Spinebuster.
Oh,
that's what you got to be afraid of. That stand fierce because he will scrot over 1,000,000 miles just to see if he can confirm that.
Yeah, that's also just that really feels like practicing against Sagat with the way that button looks. A really good pickup right now from Vermilion, taking him to the corner here. A little expensive, but hey, we get the safe jump afterwards, can start these throw loops and build up our meter back. Tries to backdash, but Squall is still in a really rough position here. Great blocks.
Yeah, again here, surviving, denying Squad Vermilion an opportunity to get into the grand finals here, and uses that elbow to get out of the way. Ghost connects with the low forward. We're going coast to coast.
And there was a beautiful delay on that crouching medium punch. Just waited for anything to happen and hold down the neutral. My child is not enough to keep things going. Vermilion able to just walk forward and find an additional moment. But hey, it's working out this time. No pickup on the final bit because it'll take him to the burnout.
Yeah, not discouraged there. Going for that anti-air. We see it coming. And then using those stand jabs. Does it connect? Yes, it does! The level 1 is anti-airs enough. And Scrot Vermilion able to stop the momentum. Come back from Squall, taking it to the house. Ooh. Man, my throat is just getting scratched on that one.
Dude,
what a winner's final.
Very nice stuff. Vermilion just clinically finding every weakness possible, converting off of odd situations, as well as just bringing together the beauty that is Street Fighter 6. Squall is definitely not out, though. He's going to be sitting in the loser's final side, waiting for his opponent as we keep going through this this loser side of the bracket.
Let's take a breath here for a moment, because this was awesome. It was especially one of those winners final where you just saw two solid players at the top of their game, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah.
Like, just all bets are off, all options are in play, and we just see how really the psychology just unfolded from both sides.
There was a lot of odd drop scenarios, too, that sometimes you might not see at, like, the highest level of play, but at this local area, there's scrambling situations, and Vermilion really capitalized off of that awkward in-between, the hardness that it is to stay in this offline situation and play as perfect as you might offline and ranked, or not offline, I guess, ranked in your comfort of your house, being here, being with people. That's where the nerves set in for real.
And being able to play through those nerves, being able to have the viewers, the audience, the people, I mean, even the sponsors, even Red Bull throwing down out here in the presence. Promoting Tetris, which I will be attending next week, by the way, and having all of that happen, and in the heart of it still, being able to find those little pixels of victory, those little windows, those little reactions, those little projectile perfect parries, that sets up a rush down to take it. That's what makes all the difference. And we definitely look forward to seeing more of both players as we progress into the top four.
And we've talked about Central Florida Grand Finals many times. Another one that definitely has shown up many times. Very good here. I believe KO has the higher record, but Gumbite very likely has been, especially recently, chasing that down, finding options to get through it, and just being an absolute menace no matter what bracket he signs up for.
For sure. I think this is going to be one of those matches that's going to go all the way to the limit.
Oh, yeah.
End of the rail. I'm talking, this is a bright line that is going from Orlando all the way to downtown Miami.
Yeah, there is no Amtrak here. We're not going in a circle. This is a straight line to somewhere fun.
Straight line, just taking it. And, I mean, the way they have paved their own journey, making this travel come complete, coming correct on both sides here. Bangarang, KO Cliff, and, Cliff, he's going to need to get a sip of that Red Bull as much as he can.
Yeah, for real.
Red Bull. Because it's going to be because it's going to go down to the wire. And I'm really saying that, you know, credit to Gumbite's mastery of Aki.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also feel strongly for just Cliff's style of play. His adaptation, his neutral, his defense, like just really adapting to the situation and then just finding ways to just hit home runs and stay in the tournament. It's why he's one of my favorite players here in Central Florida.
Big time.
And always looking forward to seeing him show out across the monthlies and regionals that we got going on here.
Love this. Getting into it right away. That is very unsafe. Gumbite thinking he's going to maybe catch him slipping early. Not KO, but resets it quickly. Getting in the fireball gameplay. Just looking for anything right now that can keep it going. And the lights are going to do it. Great stuff to KO.
They are instantly going for those throws. I mean, he wants to keep the threat of the counter hit going on strong when you got it going on with Cammy. And then, again, yeah, that back throw there. So now we got the phalanxes in tow. That's going to mean the wall splat is going to come into play. But wow, Gumbite.
That's such like a cheesy way to get it, but I absolutely love it. And great stuff to KO there. Drive rush forward, trying to get a quick, make sure he doesn't take quite as much drive rush damage as well as normal life damage. And excellent pickup as well.
What a confirm off those lights. He's getting that stand short in there and then blowing his bubble to be able to take that first point there. That was incredible. But also the anti-airs. I mean, calling out when it's a jump, not with a dive kick, but when dive kick happens, the responses to the dive kick, and even the low profiles coming correct for Gumbite. Really was able to earn him the first round there.
Yeah, and we'll see right now he's put himself in a very difficult situation in Burnout, especially with corner approaching. But, all right, KO gonna able to toss him back towards there. Wow, great double jump. Really has just been the throwback to corner.
Oh, there we go,
right
great
now.
air to air, and that drive impact well earned. Gonna take advantage of Gum being burnt, and then gets that sequence going, takes it to the house there. I think this level 3, can it do it? Why cry?
It probably does. It's Cammy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And she ain't going nowhere, man. You know, she ain't going nowhere with it. Like, she's got her flower. She's gonna stay in there. She's always gonna be a solid pick too, especially when you got the fundamentals that KO Cliff has. Just gotta watch those dive kicks, man.
Oh, really nice. KO Cliff not letting any of that neutral game get around him right now. Yo, drive rush is really expensive here, but taking him towards the corner is exactly what Aki wants to do. A great neutral jump to try and get past this pressure and just constantly setting off your normal buttons. I mean, dude, he's so young. He catches everything. You're never slipping against Gumbite.
Yeah, and I mean, it's well-trained, too, and just understanding that knowledge as well, because you're going in a poking showcase here, and you still got to watch out for those tactics, like Cammy's empty jump throws, like, is really such a change of pace when you really see some of the options that she has, includes jumps and hooligans, that she tries to catch you off guard with.
Oh, wonderful spiral knuckle coming through. Beautiful stuff to KO, taking that first game.
You don't even need the level 3. Just gets that simple confirm and does it. That's what I like about Cliff.
Yeah.
Fundamental play, just simple KOs. Just plays the right way.
He didn't put it in his name for no reason. He added the cliff there just because you never know how far this mountain is going to go. But right now, Gumbite starting off very strong, going to take it to the corner and keep this pressure going. Great wake-up option.
Yeah.
That is the
option.
answer.
Oh, no, but the low forward just, hey, I just want to get up out the corner there. They go and take each other's space. Maybe it's just a little too close to comfort to see what that drop was, but, man, Cliff's got to make that one right. Let's see if he does with this one.
Nice. Take him to normal screen. Actually, a little early on that grab. I think it was going to work out because he just walked backwards instead of the dash backwards. But, hey, the burnout is going to be tricky unless we immediately hooligan in the perfect situation and toss that Aki to the floor.
I mean, she's a command grab character when it comes to that. I mean, you really got to be at the mercy of that. It is such a checkmate maneuver, as well as just how deceptive you can be with it.
Bro, what a check on incoming. KO going to be in a tricky situation here, but immediately finds his footing there, gets that punish counter throw, and is going to be able to continue locking this down in the mid-screen. See the tiny little delays there on the jabs, right? We're looking for anything to come through, and we have the level 3. I'm not sure if this cleans up. We had a lot of lights in between there, but gosh, is it really close if not?
Yeah, Cash is out on it and takes it to the house there. Yeah, because even so, even if it didn't kill, there's not much meat on the bone in terms of the drive gauge to be able to kind of reverse course and make that an advantageous situation to the survivor of that combo there. So definitely well played and put together for Cliff, just going the distance there. And again, like that's just where he has the advantage. He has that advantage in terms of composure. And that's one thing I always hint at. I know people always say, and you know, the statistics have proven, and you can say it with the reactions and highlights we've seen. Street Fighter is a young man's, the current Street Fighter is a younger man's game, for sure. But we're seeing how veteran play, just with the right reactions, right situational awareness, is able to just be able to come through and shine as Cliff has this 2-0 lead, giving himself one away from the loser's final.
Nice, and a great drive rush check there. I really don't like this jury pick. Probably just, you know, the personal bias coming through. And we were talking about the young man's game. That is such a beautiful pickup here. What? Oh, we're thinking we're Aki. That's what that was. That was actually like, that's Aki's combo. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not what we do for jury.
Oh, he gets a drive rush and the punish counter with it. Gets a super punish, but not able to finish the combo. Still a little bit of damage by virtue of those opening heavy hits, but still closes the distance there. 2 throws from Cliff. The second one, not the punish counter, but that low strong. We've seen it again. When he goes meaty with it, you've seen Cliff just opens it up. Man. And that's what makes him dangerous as the fight wears on.
I am not loving this at the moment. Gumbite looks like he's a little bit in the lost.
How do you think I feel? Now. I thought this was going to go last round, last fight.
Well,
no offense, Gumbite. You're great. You're doing great. You are.
If he got this round, I think he'd be able to turn it around and start locking in with his jury, but that's just a lot to ask versus somebody so talented as Cliff right now, who's playing incredibly strong.
What a low profile. Low profile there, switches sides, the hooligan Rana,
and
then gets the shimmy, into that level 3, and quick work. KO Cliff advances into the loser's final there, top 3 placement. But hey, man, Gumbite, what a run. I mean, what a survival mode he played with that Aki. Fantastic play, man. Love to see the kid develop like this, man.
So many great games. I mean, obviously, he's playing my favorite character, so huge bias to Gumbite. You played fantastic. Keep it up. I know he's going to be back to every single one of these monthlies, locals, regionals, majors that come out in Central Florida, and you should too. Come hang out with us over here in Central Florida Face-Off. I believe we're about to get ready for a quick break before we go into top 3 with KO, Cliff, Scrot, and Squall.
So yeah, we got the top 3 coming out, and you know those 3 have been showing out. They got their best is yet to come. But we're going to pay the bills. We're going to take a quick ad break for you, and then when we come back, we're going to get those losers finals coming your way. Don't go nowhere.
Once again, Island Paradise is back.
We'll be at Rocky Sports Arena in Palmetto Bay, Florida.
A sprawling 5,000 square feet lane center that offers tabletops, drinks, snacks, and more.
Street Fighter 6 once again takes center stage, offering double elimination, first to 3, and this time around, PC.
Wow. Compete for the massive $1,000 pop bonus.
$1,000?
Yeah, $1,000. What are you talking about?
Nah, you don't remember?
Oh, $1,500. That is the pop bonus.
So bring the heat or get beat.
Island Paradise will feature side events for Tekken 8 and Uni 2, each with their own pop bonuses. Free parking spots on site and on the rooftop.
Mark your calendars. Island Paradise 2 is September 13th, 2025.
Follow us for more information.
And we're back, World Warriors. Central Florida face-off 2025 is going down. We've grinded it down. Top 8 into top 3. And now we got losers final going on for y'all. We got this special one we saw. KO Cliff fighting through a packed house in the losers bracket here. He's going to be tried and tested against the mighty Squall, a legend here of the Southeast and beyond.
Yeah, incredible stuff right here. I'm so glad we have Central Florida still represented in this bracket, because I'm not going to lie, when I saw SoFlo, who was coming out, I was a little nervous for my fellow players. So
yeah, we got a Miami boy waiting in the grand finals over there.
Woo!
You know it.
Very good
Squad
stuff.
Vermillion here, already rocking a medal. He awaits in the grand finals. Will he get the run back against Squall, or will he be tested as he was earlier against KO Cliff? We're going to see. This is going to be an amazing 3 out of 5 set here. Cammy versus Mai. Oh boy, this is a battle of 2 top-tier sluggers here. Yeah. It's going to really be a matter of...
Cammy's been toned down a little bit. I'm not sure if she's fallen in that top-tier land anymore, but I haven't seen...
Hey, the right hands, though.
Oh, yeah. No, big time.
And from we saw Cliff's hands, you know.
We got the names backwards, just heads up. But no, these players are terrifying in their own right. Again, I haven't really seen how KO can deal with this Mai matchup yet, but currently...
Right, that's what I was going to talk about. Yeah. I wanted to talk about, like, how can he shut down the fans? Like, and Cammy's really good because Cammy succeeds in some of, like, the best environments where it would be on paper to have the best zoning in Street Fighter 6. Yeah. Cammy's able to succeed and really turn matchups over on their head, where a lot of zone-heavy characters, like, basically a lot of my JP friends, they hate this character.
Yeah,
they hate
I can
her
only
a lot.
Imagine.
A lot.
Yeah, I would argue a little different though, because she is so good at beating that slow projectile, whereas a lot of fans are so fast, and you can see how the rushdown is already starting to work out for KO.
Great work there by KO.
Yeah, starting off so strong here. Going through, tossing him to the corner. Squall is getting that really safe optimization coming through. Plus there. Oh, but immediately disrespected after the 4-frame button and just looking for anything. It's a medium punch to drive rush forward and continue your pressure.
Yeah, he was looking for that spin knuckle, just buy himself a little bit of room there, escaping the corner there. But now Cliff's got, oh, what a reaction. They're calling out the dot kick Squall. And then has to go and counter back.
This shouldn't be as funny of an interaction as it is, just to immediately spend the level 3. But I like it. I mean, we have a lot of time left to keep building bar if we even need to, if we lose the round.
Yeah, drive rush throw gets a punish counter there. Aware that the burnout happened. Here comes a level 1 in the installation. Drive impact misses. And now Squall here has himself in a good position there with the 5 fans. And a bit of a life lead, despite KO Cliff having the drive gauge in tow. But oh no, watch your step!
Nice. Great optimization to finish off that kill to KO, finding every bit of damage he could to keep that going. And it's important to note with that install on the level 1, it also helps so much with DI breaks because it adds an additional hit to the fan.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I got to steal some of them.
No, it totally works out. But this time it's a punish counter there. It's going to be really rewarding for Squall.
All right, looking for anything on the heavy punch coming through. Ooh, spinning it a little crazy there, but it's great spacing to keep things going. And hey, we're going to punish the EXDP with that corner carry and the additional damage.
Man, I got to say, especially, it's not just baiting those reversals, but it's being able to bait them out of Squall.
Yes.
It's just not an easy thing to do for him to overcommit like that.
I'm actually very surprised we didn't see the level 1. Would have been a really good opportunity to kill some time as well as set your install up with this full meter. But hey, I ain't in loser's final, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Look, the tables have turned. Exactly. KO Cliff overextending on that drive meter while pursuing Squall with burnout. And I want to say so far in this loser's final, Cry, Squall's performance with fighting through burnout has been stellar.
Absolutely.
He's doing a fantastic job of kind of holding his own even when the meter doesn't match, because the moment he has that meter back, he's able to turn the tables, and now he's got the other one burned out. He makes this an immediate tug of war and plays it to his position.
Yeah,
like the old man in Squid Game.
Yes. Maybe taking a few notes from KO Cliff in that wonderful burnout sequence with Terry earlier versus, what was that? Is that Bangarang, I believe it was?
Iron Knit, was it?
Maybe. Who knows? It doesn't matter.
Squall versus Iron Knit was the opening match.
Yeah, no KO. But hey, it doesn't matter. We'll focus on the match that we have right now. Squall doing a really great job of continuing this pressure, tossing Cammy to the corner and just hold down the neutral, my child.
I love it. I love it. And that spacing, being able to react with that dash-up throw. Squall putting on an absolute clinic. Yeah, a lot of pun intended there. As he ties it up 1-1 there. And you know, one of the things I said that really paved Squall's way to success here was just being able to walk down with that stand fierce. Using that stand fierce to fan and just completely just using that, because once he gets in that situation there, he's in an opportunity where he can add a little more sharpness to the fans. He can make the fans go get a little more advantageous. And especially when he's got the install going on there, then it's like everything he does is plus. Oh, Cliff.
Yeah.
There we go.
An uncharacteristically large call out from Cliff, so known for the methodical game plan. But hey, sometimes you just need to start tossing them in, and we have it guaranteed here, so we might as well use it while we got it.
I mean, he set the tone definitely with that wake up level 3 there, being able to reverse that situation. I mean, my man just like he's unafraid. He's fearless. He's not just comfortable playing offline situations, but he's got to do the kind of things that the opponents will give him, even if it's like not quite the things you think are going to be the optimal or like the best way to do it.
Yeah, it was a really nice backdash from KO Cliff and optimizing for the meter gain too with the DP for the special. Oh, we love to see it, KO.
How many of those reversals have missed from Squall already? I mean, I think we're like at 4 at this point.
Yeah, and to be fair, he's spending them a lot.
And Squall is very judicious with those kind of options, you know?
Ooh, great pickup here from Squall. Going to take him all the way to the corner for just a quick punish counter and meterless damage on top of that. This character is nuts.
Yeah, any of those 3 lights will convert into that elbow when you get it. But oh, what an ill-advised movement there. Squall missing on the input on that drive impact. And KO Cliff is going to make him pay. Good for Cliff. There wasn't any of that white damage on the table there because that's like a few slivers away from being a critical art, which would have been really bad news for Squall.
Nice. We actually converted this time. Do the DI on incoming and just do it again. Very nice stuff. We're going to confirm that into a 2-1 lead for KO. Squall, I think, very subtly kind of going a little, wow, that was a lot, and I could feel it too.
That was a lot. No wall, no problem there, because anyways, Cliff just said, I'm going to definitely make sure you check out the produce aisle.
Oh, for sure. No wall breaks in this game, but I do remember, of course, being chucked into the bananas in Street Fighter V. Always a comical moment.
Oh, I love that stage. Yeah.
I miss it. Dropping parry a little bit early and then activating it a little too fast, and Squall just going to get this easy, methodical round.
Cliff is just walking backwards. He's got him on the brakes, got him on his heels. Even here with one victory away from getting into those grand finals there, Squall has pretty much found a way, an answer
nice
to Camier, and basically it's just like...
You know, it's working out so well at the moment. Even though Squall is at a little bit of a detriment on set count, he's truly finding his footing in this matchup. I think KO is starting to run out of options, but I think one of the best parts about this player...
Wow, what a whiff. That would have been big for Squall if he had connected with that missed dive kick there. Woo! And that was the only time KO Cliff had advanced, like in this round or the previous as well. Now Cliff has some momentum because the corner happened by virtue of capitalizing on Squall's mistake.
Oh, a little bit of a trying to make, like, pennies out of dimes right there. No sort of pickup there, and a perfect DP by Squall.
Oh, what a throw, being able to catch the escape attempt from Squall. And it just gets tighter and tighter here. Cliff on burnout. Squall has taken the opportunity. There's that overhead. Big dome energy there. Squall gets that conversion to tie it up 2-2. And exactly, he's just got KO Cliff moving back here. Now KO Cliff is against the ropes. We've got character select. Is this going to be a breather? Or is he going to stay a believer in that Cammy?
He is going to briefly think about Terry, and then he also might think about Ken, but it's very matchup dependent, and I do think Cammy is the best option. But this is a great opportunity to take a moment, figure out what you're doing right in those first few games, and start implementing it here in this final moment. We don't need the cheese. We need that very clutch, crouching medium kick, drive rush, and to reset the pressure.
Yeah, and I really feel that the neutral, despite Cliff being a neutral-heavy player and excelling in that role, I really feel like Squall's been able to take advantage of the neutral just by the spacing of his buttons, being better. So I think Cliff needs to maybe pivot with it, maybe like find ways to get around that gimmick, and kind of just tone down the honesty a bit. More Florida man.
Yeah, I think if we're able to stay at like a medium range, we should be checking some of the larger buttons Squall is throwing out.
See,
but
that 3 consecutive conversions with low strong there.
Oh, it doesn't confirm there. Nice, good pickup by Squall. Very weak on the HP. Might just spend the level 1 to make sure they kill, and they do so. Squall is going to be on match point here.
This is excellent defense, too. Yeah. An answer for every single approach that Cliff had with the hooligan combination, and just the gimmicks, either by standing jab or like just going with those up kicks or just crouch medium punch to be able to interrupt that momentum there. Squall has been able to just walk forward and just like wisely build just a barrier against, but there we go. Yeah.
That is exactly
Cliff
what we should
converts
be doing.
with that hooligan there. It's gonna get closer.
A lot of patience coming out, trying to get him to DP, but he's understood.
He knew he wanted that throw. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but yes.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Killing it. Good deal.
That's good install there because now he can get some conversions. Doesn't need to spend meter to close it out too.
Oh, that's it.
But
no pickup on level
it's so
1.
close here. What a stare down from the corner there. Oh, nobody home. No dice on the grab. Leaves Cliff on red with that whip. And Squall able to stand his ground, completing a ridiculous comeback with some stellar, top-tier, professional grade, I'm telling you, PH defense. Absolutely. That's what we're talking about here.
No,
Shout out Squall, man. Great job, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, being talented inside the game and outside the game. He's definitely showing off the inside the game here. With again, I think you said it best there. The defense was perfect. Once he stopped going for those EXDPs, committing so heavily in the neutral stance,
right.
KO kind of ran out of options. It felt like he wasn't confident in his own offense that had been winning him many interactions prior to that.
Yeah, because when he was walking forward and blocking, there was a lot of that swagger in there. And I was noting that Squall had so many wake-up kicks, like so many wake-up reversals. They're usually like, I mean, hey, I fought as Rashid, and he never met a spinning mixer he didn't like. But he was very, like, that's what good Rashids are. That's what they do, you know?
Yeah.
But he never, like, would do it like kind of he was judicious with it, not predictable. And then once that predictability went away, Cliff was starting to basically shuffle the deck to find other options to open him up, and it just gave Squall that opportunity because what Squall was really looking for was just a place to play with his buttons.
Yeah, it did feel like that mid-range wasn't really there till it was, and then it was just a snowball effect from there, constantly winning the neutral game, constantly guessing right on Hooligan, constantly guessing right on incoming with drive rushes. So
and we saw, like, just playing around the fear of that low strong and being able to, like, convert that and hit him on wake up. So Squall earns his way to get the run back of the winners final here, going up against Scrot Vermillion. So we've got Central Florida here. I mean, Squall's moved around a bit, you know, repping some other areas around the Panhandle, Gainesville, up around northern Florida Central. So he really is an all-Florida, well-decorated digital athlete of greatness here. He's awesome, man. Just what a great veteran he is. And he's going up here against, 305s.
Yeah.
Vermillion, baby.
Absolutely. No, Vermillion, again, already having the medals on deck. Clearly a talented player, no matter what the game is. But sitting over here in grand finals on winner's side has got to feel good in such a talented bracket.
Oh, you already know. You already know. And also, like, Scrot Vermillion, you've seen him before in TNS karaoke, singing the character select screen at 2 in the morning.
Oh, goodness. Oh, nice job using that jab to get out of range for the fan there. Scrot clearly looking up a little bit of data prior to this because I definitely didn't see that in the 5-game set prior.
Oh, that side switch is nasty, especially when you see you're able to check the other side with that standing short there. Reminds me of one of those setups Colleen had in Street Fighter V, which gave that side switch. Both burnout here. Oh, again, you can't give Squall that much space to work with.
Yeah, a little late on the jump, but heck, it's so hard. That charged fan truly can just hold down absolutely everything. It's a menace in KOF 15. It's a menace in Street Fighter 6.
And it's such an inventive mechanic, too. Got to take a Scrot Vermillion says, I'm not having any of that.
Keeping it down. Oh, a little late
happens.
on that DP.
Yeah, it does happen. He is susceptible to those once in a while, especially given Mai's jump arc. Could definitely cause a problem with that. And there's that PC throw. That's going to cause the burnout there.
Oh. Scrot obviously had to pick an option there. The light punch, very risky. But, hey, the grab, even scarier. Able to get out of the corner, though. This could be the start of a comeback.
Yeah, I don't know what he would do there, Cry. Just double dashing and then having an offensive crouch in front of him with nothing coming out, especially against a burned-out opponent there. I don't know what he was going for in a situation that was able to hand that back over to Scrot, but
honestly, I think he was just looking for the level 1.
Yeah,
he was like,
it could be that.
Scrot's going to do something here. There's no way he lies down, and then, whoops.
Missed the anti-air there. Might have been an accidental input of a half circle forward, which led to that elbow.
Yeah, if he was trying to catch up to the fan a little too, not quite fast enough.
Yeah, you do not want to anti-air with the Shinobi Hunabachi. My apologies on the pronunciation. I'm not fully an SNK commentator yet. So.
Get you over there soon. And a wonderful patient wait by Squall. Currently running away with grand finals.
Yeah.
The throw loop is going to take it there.
The Kage no Mai gets that installation there, and Squall doesn't even seem to need it. So interesting context clues we're seeing on here, but Squall is on the loser's side, so he has to win this 3 out of 5 set to cause the reset, but could it be off to a better start?
Nice. Great time to EXDP. There is not as much money as the last one of those was online for. But
shout-outs to Ridge, by the way, with the excellent commentary on that part.
Oh my gosh.
Like I like that he he made it his own. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, and shout out to Zhao Hai for doing incredible stuff. Oh, yo, it
no!
hit so hard it disconnected the troller. Oh my goodness.
Who got disconnected there? I think it's Scrot.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have.
Scrot's still going on with the cable management there, but
Yeah.
Don't know how
we
we're
need to
gonna
pause.
roll
You better
this.
pause right now. Nope, we're running it. Good. Well, not a better time to have a problem than in the middle of the animation of a level 3. So.
no, but that's the way we are, like in Miami and stuff. Like even in the event of like technical errors, those kind of things, as players, you're just kind of like, we just want to get out of each other, so we'll roll with it,
Oh yeah, no. I will fight a little bit if this happens.
But that's
a little
on,
different.
Man. Come on, man.
Take it. But I'll let them work that out real fast. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Mechanical errors are none of our problem. The gameplay is definitely starting to turn around, so as long as Scrot Vermillion doesn't let this get in his head, we are A-okay.
See, the thing is, I could tell Squall to take it, but I know next week or coming soon, Island Paradise, when I'm going to show my face at ROK Gaming, they're going to be like, hey, why don't you stick up for the 305? Come on, Christian.
No.
So I'm not saying nothing.
I'm going to say take it because I want...
No, we're going to restart the situation. That's going to be the ruling. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
See who benefits with this. Squad Vermillion with that significant life lead.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see that critical art come into play.
Yeah, wait, how did... I kind of forgot what was going on because of the pause.
He's going to get that stand fierce. Yeah, or whatever impact he could do to get that burnout. Get that burnout guaranteed.
Nice.
What a comeback for Squall.
Yeah. Could have just taken it and saved us some time. But I love the face, Squall. Very nice gameplay. Won it honestly on his own terms. I like to see it. We'll probably take a second here to make sure our
Let's make
is
sure we
working.
come correct with this.
Yeah. Big time. No, I want to see our players play at their absolute best. I don't like technical problems, but they definitely happen in the bracket, and that was a really nice back-heavy punch to try and bait out a bad distance from Squall.
Oh, okay. Good shimmy there by Squad Vermillion to show it off. Send him to the sky. Love how high up he gets with that. Good, yeah. He knew he said Squall was reaching for it with that stand fierce. And Squall trying to do that, just kind of neutral his way out of that situation, just keep pushing forward there. So Squall was able to capitalize on that whiff.
Yeah, Vermillion doing a really nice job of bringing the pace back, not letting anything get in their head. And again, we're seeing a lot more conserved than they were in the winner's final side. But I think maybe the game has set in a little bit, and we're trying to play a little more honest. Maybe that's not the way to beat Squall.
No, maybe we'll see. I mean, Squall is so comfortable checking against Drive Rush and just other things like that just come his way. That he's really setting the tone here for a very quick 3-0 bracket reset if he converts with this, and does by virtue of the Drive Rush to Roundhouse.
Yeah, so much damage out of just like simple combos, drive rushing in and keeping it going. Obviously, Vermillion having a great chance here. Luke with bar is a very scary thing, but the momentum is definitely in Squall's favor right now.
It gives up some of those low hits there. Squall able to push his way out, but not enough of the punish there. But here comes a level 3, and I think it's going to be enough because he's very deep into that critical range. Let's see. He's the wrong one to mess with. So gets 1 point on the board, too closer to shutting down the bracket reset.
I literally think if he didn't perfect that heavy knuckle on the final bit there, I think that wasn't a kill. So really good optimization with his perfects.
Gotta know to go the distance, especially with the character so rewarding. And I love the way he comes off those perfect parries against projectile.
Yeah.
We saw that earlier in Winner's Final. That was really what set up a lot of great opportunities for Scrot to make it further.
Ooh, nice. Being able to trade with that fireball is an important way to keep your damage up. Being in burnout here, though, is a little scary.
And yeah, Scrot's trying to close the distance here as much as he can to get that burnout. So you saw him get that jump and then use that level 1 from distance. Oh, but that whiff. Yeah. That whiff by Squall, a lot of time.
Oh, resets the neutral with that. The restand on Squall's side, very intelligent. But now we have meter on both sides, and EX is immediately going to be spent for it.
That was such a great decision of that overdrive reversal that Squall did there. Able to capitalize. What a great parry. Oh, and then it converts straight into the overdrive with the fans there. Reset point for Squall, who is showing against one of the most powerful offensive players I've seen in Street Fighter 6 in the country. I mean, Squall Vermillion's pressure is so good, unique, but Squall able to, as Kobe Bryant would say, keep his defense offensive. And now Squat's on the receiving end of a series of throw loops, and he's going to respect them with the backdash there.
Yeah, found the perfect window to keep that going. Vermillion is now taking corner to corner here. Actually grabs a little early there to try to get through it here, but the level 2 should take it for Mai.
Yeah, I was trying to bait it, but instead he eats it as Squall able to get a decisive 3-1 bracket reset here. And he's got that job not done face. He's like, do I look happy? Nah, I gotta get another 3 out of 5.
I could have done this earlier.
Yeah. I gotta get another 3 on Scrot. So now it's like it really begins here.
Yeah.
And you know, Scrot's just humming the character select screen to himself.
Yeah, and I like this pause by Vermillion, right? We just played 4 games, not all of them went your way, but they have been progressively getting better. Just continue to make good reads like you were in the winner's final side matches.
Yeah.
And keep it honest, keep it close, and maybe a couple more EXDPs on incoming.
One of the great things I love, too, about Squall Vermillion is, like, he really does go the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he really can keep his sharpness and energy and pretty much just, like, almost like, in a sense, like, go back to the beginning of what your strategy was, where you see all the adaptations come into play in a match. Squat's very sharp and quick at getting to that. So I've seen many times him getting bracket reset by a lot of South Florida's talent in recent months, and I've seen him just instantly on the drop of a dime, as you're seeing right now, as he's going to potentially get this to a...
Yeah, goes for the safe jump instead. I really like that. That close heavy punch was absolutely terrifying, and if this is the way Scrot decides to play, we have gonna see a monster come through here.
Yeah, and exactly, like the flip of a switch, man. He's just able to just regain his composure and play like the previous set didn't happen. Like he just let go of it, and he just got himself centered again. And you see what those stand fierces just happened right over the plate. He takes it, going coast to coast with 40% of the health taken with it.
Oh, really nice stuff there. Ooh, a big opportunity for Squall. Squandered a little bit, but we're going to get that throw continuation here, trying to get the neutral. But, ooh, nice pickup. We do have the level 3 active, but instead just going to keep this going here. And that should be enough to take it here, even with these light confirms. I believe. Oh, no, he doesn't believe.
The spacing on that and the 2 low shorts, being able to tap into that jab and take it there. But, yeah, Scrot comes a little bit short there. Ooh, what?
This should go Squall if he decides to spend that level 3. I think it's a great idea. So does he.
Yes. Let's force another round here. It's better to wait. Will it?
Oh yeah, big time. The classic ninja movie finish there. I love the CA version in this game. Oh god, it's so good.
A lot of pressure is going to be on Squall's defense. So Squall instantly goes for the drive rush there, getting for the initiative, and then reverses it. No overhead on my watch. Conversion with the light. It's great corner carry.
Man, that medium punch just shutting down the neutral entirely. Obviously, we're so used to the fans controlling everything, but hey, if we have medium punch, we can still shut down any button that's coming out from Luke, but heck, it's hard to do that right now.
And Scrot, with no hesitation, by the way, using, wrong way on that uppercut there, but no hesitation from Scrot to backdash from the corner immediately.
Yeah.
He just knew that gimmick was on deck, and he's like, okay, I'm going to respect it.
Oh, nice pickup from Squall. And the throw is going to take
takes it. Watch your step as Squall. He laughing now because he has the advantage. Now the reset's there, and he's got to win a little less Street Fighter than Scrot has to win in order to win this tournament.
But heck, if we're starting off with heavy punches like that, Vermillion's going to be in great shape this set. Hey, keep spending your EXDPs. I got HP to spare right now.
I just feel, I don't care how cheap or jank your Luke is, you can't help but feel a sense of being robbed from that last match there, given how instantly Squall Vermillion responded from that bracket reset, and then Squall just gambling on that level 3 to close out that level 2. Sorry, round 2 rather, and then being able to just play defense and walk his way down to tie it up. And there's that shimmy after that corner pressure. Squall going nonstop. Wow. This is the same way he won the previous 2 matches there, shutting it down against Cliff, as we saw in the losers final there, just were able to reestablish himself when Cliff had it right in front of him.
Really good stuff right here from Squall, able to take him all the way to the corner off of one good perfect parry, but trying to win it back using that overhead to extend his damage there, but very expensive. Not meaty.
Yeah, that drive rush overhead, it is such like, oh, wait, he missed it. The Ruanbu is left on red. Nobody there's happening. Elbows happening. No critical art happening from there. But this time it converts. He's got to go with it. Squall,
for sure.
Swinging for the fences there. Off the elbows. He's going to take it. Coast to coast. The class action comeback by Squall. Give me that 2-0, baby.
Really, really impressive stuff right now. He's kind of got a lock on the neutral at the moment. I feel like Vermilion isn't far away from coming back, but small instances are just not going out his way. He needs to really pick up the pace here if he wants to continue it. It stops second-guessing himself. He's making great calls, he's making great reads, but he's not believing.
Right. And I feel that it's a moment where you're starting to see it's coming true for Squall in there, you know? His inner Simba's looking up to the skies, and James Earl Jones, as Mufasa's giving him a high five. He is saying, you are ready. Come take the throne, King.
Yeah. I mean, might have to take a couple more throws to make sure that stuff happens. Nice. Great sweep there to get this Oki situation. We're going to toss. Take one or two more. It's okay.
Yeah, and he's not just going straight to the floor loops. He's getting to level 2 coming at you. He's throwing those fans. Oh, wait. Let's see Squall fighting back.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't need it.
Oh, my God.
Doesn't
this character.
No
I thought he had to dash to level 2 there to kill, but nope. Thank God he's playing it on me.
Yeah, urgency here for Scrop, because if he drops around, that's tournament point.
No drops from here on out. We don't have the safe jump on set. Instead, we are going to go for that low meaty.
Whoa, Squall saying, get off me. Continues to push it back. Ooh. Oh, what a spacing on that uppercut there. Squall with the awareness.
Nice, and using his plus frames there to start the throw loops. Opts for that heavy punch in the corner, and we're going to spend the level 3 to make sure Vermilion goes into burnout and set himself up closer to getting to that grand finals, that final match that he needs.
It's going to be interesting to see. Is Squall going to use a level 3 here to force a similar match as we saw in the previous?
Yeah. Oh, great DI setup there. The drive rush into the DI is going to set him one round away from taking the CFFO tournament.
Tournament point, wow, for Squall. Just amazing seeing how this all played out from this bracket, from where Squall began to getting that winner's final run back here.
Nice. Really great parries right now coming out from Squall, but Vermilion finding a crack in the armor. Going for the safe jump setup. Actually goes for the jumping light punch there and finally getting his way out. He has rounds to work with.
Oh, the whip on the throw. That's going to be costly. Yeah, we're going to get 2-1 there. Wow, Squall coming very close there to winning the tournament. But there's just too much damage on the table for Scrot Vermilion to be denied as he's getting those shimmies and those swings to pave his way further. Let's hit that rematch. You could have hit that rematch button any sooner.
No, absolutely. A little bit of advantage going your way is how we can keep things going here. Squall also probably wanting to get in fast because he doesn't want to lose the great momentum he's been having in so many games. And there's those EXTPs checking on incoming. Wonderful stuff. I don't like this expenditure right now, but hey, he still has a little bit of meter to work with.
Yeah, and it seems to be coming back. Those are good parries, especially the 2 hits against the fan. Squall has to press the issue there. That Scrot Vermilion continues to deny burnout.
This character has so much corner carry. It is absolutely insane, and the burnout there is pretty much checkmate at that point. Really good stuff to Mai for just holding it down, keeping it simple, and again, putting themselves on tournament point right now.
Oh, and then just running into a stop side of that Stand Fierce. Getting checked with the overdrive projectile there.
Using his minor plus frames there on the overhead to keep things going, but we have a quick light confirm. Ooh, a nice little check with that crouching light to get a little pressure in his advantage.
Well, but still, because of the traded hits, it's not able for Squall to capitalize on the collisions happening with the fans. A little bit of an opening there goes for this. There's that crosscut. Yeah, coming in handy for Scrot Vermilion here. Oh no, that jump there gave Squall too much of a window to have it denied. Both level 3s on deck here.
A little telling that that DP didn't come out from Vermilion there, but we have to hold down the neutral. Nice Mai. Oh, doesn't actually confirm it into level 3, and this should be able to take it for Vermilion if he wants to confirm, but unfortunately not quite getting the perfect that he needs.
And then here comes
3 lights.
Critical art.
3 lights, though. This is CA. This is a lot of damage. If it doesn't kill, we are in burnout.
Oh, damage scale a bit generous for Scrot Vermilion here. But let's see, as you mentioned, he has a burnout happening. Charges forward with the shoulder, and he rides through with the gambit. But it comes short as the low strong seals and signs a victory for Squall as your Central Florida face-off champion. There he is, dapping it up with the man ASAP Ricky that we got going on. Man, what a victory. Squall able to take it. I mean, like, Scrot really was playing just on his level.
Yeah,
you know, just all that
big time.
professional grade Luke that we got going on there. But Squall, man, my man just continued to expand that brain mass and just take it further and further in how he went down and just extended all the matches out there, man.
For real, no. Squall put on an absolutely wonderful performance. Congratulations on winning CFFO for 2025. You did great stuff. And thank you to all the people that showed up for Street Fighter 6. This was a huge bracket out here. It's so good to see Street Fighter 6 living well in this, year 3 of the game?
Yeah, we're in our 3rd year of it, and it's just awesome, too, I got to say, because a lot of this top 8 was a good showing of veteran players, as we have it here on the screen, as well as really some players who have just grinded and got better. Yeah. So let's run it through. I mean, what we got is the winter semis were just fantastic. I mean, that match between Scrot and KO Cliff was really good on point. Shout-outs to Ironet, who was really strong. I'm coming through. But seriously, like, these rising players, Ironet, Bangarang, and Gumbite, really, it really shows that that's really what I want the story to be. Like, persistence and hard work pays off and makes these appearances. And then, I mean, just the heavyweight bouts that we had. KO Cliff and Squall was just an absolute fantastic 3-2. KO Cliff and Bangarang was just a banger. And your favorite, I know, was KJ Master and Gumbite.
Of course. I mean, I'm going to shill the Dulcim Aki matchup whenever I can, but frankly, the entire tournament altogether was one of my favorite at all time to watch.
Yeah, and it really was. And even in pools, there were some great matches going on there that went on. So this is like the 2nd installment of Central Florida Face-Off, and just the talent on display has been great. And we're going to continue to have more competitions, more shows in Florida. Going to be committing more of our time to watching it and bringing it to you. It's been awesome. I mean, on deck, we got Island Paradise coming. Big time, so, shout-outs over my neck of the woods in Miami for it. So we're going to have this level of talent on display here. But it's been absolutely fantastic being a part of this. I mean, I was really excited. I couldn't attend the first year, but I just saw the pictures, the outcome of it, how it came together, and I was like, I got to be there. We're
so glad to have
I'm blocking it out.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. I mean, it's great because I just love seeing this happen for Florida. And it's just so awesome being able to put on Street Fighter 6. And also, like, commentating with you, it's such a fun game. We make it fun. And
better believe
it's been an absolute blast. Like, the pleasure's been mine for sure.
Big time. But anyways, guys, that is all we have for you at the moment. Tekken is coming up real soon. We just got to make sure all those matches are closed up and ready for top 8, so please stick around for that. I'm sure we got Foxhound and Spirit coming up real soon for you guys. But in the meanwhile, this has been Y-Cry hanging out with you guys in the wonderful.
Hey, the one and only Team Chris, y'all. It's been a thrill. It's been a ride. Thank you, Y-Cry. And again, support your locals.
Please.
Cheers.